Hello, everybody. Welcome back to this October Nova Cup Finals Day. Joining me on the cast, it is none other than Offmer and Fake One. Welcome very much to the stream, you guys. I hope you're having a good day so far.
Yeah, thanks, dude. Having a great day.
Yeah, yeah, very much so. Very happy to be a part of this month's Nova Cup, even though I'm not playing. So a win for me.
We're very happy to have you with us, actually. Offmer and I had a quick chat before we started the stream today, and we were both very pleased that at least one member of the casting panel will know what the heck they are talking about. So it's our pleasure to have you here, dude. Yep. So for those of you, I'm sure most people
The
do
amount
know.
of games played on the broadcast has now exponentially increased. It's like I like quintupled the amount of games played this season just by coming here.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a couple of hundred. I think Offmer is probably maybe in the five. I think you can count your games on one hand, right? This year.
I think I played my placements. That's not bad.
Have you? Yeah. Okay, great. If you've done your placements, you're already there.
Yeah, but more to the point, even kind of regardless of games played, I think you are a Nova Cup champion. You won your first Nova Cup with Pakistan a couple of months ago, and I think it's fair to say that your level of gameplay is probably ever so slightly higher than mine and Offmer's right now. So it's going to be a pleasure to have your insights on the cast. And yeah, let's see how it goes. So for the first semi-final we have today, it is going to be X-Vent Horizon, the impossible to pronounce team name, which is X-God and this Metasox, aka Sagittarius, and they will be playing up against Ram Pam Pam, so your countryman there, Fake One, which is of course Fine and Povided. So pretty hype match. What do you guys think about that one?
Yeah, I mean, it's nice to see them back playing together. I think it's interesting because Fine and Saturday were playing with each other for the last two times, or I think, and so it'll be fun to see them play against each other. And it's always cool to see X-God play with other people because obviously we know like him and Ashen is a tried and true combo, but it's always interesting to see how X-God does with other people because I mean obviously X-God's a beast himself. Like he doesn't need to constantly play support style to help Ashen. Like he can play whatever he wants, and it's more interesting I think when he plays with other people who don't necessarily play like Ashen.
Yeah, I agree. Although from what I've seen, X-God's playstyle hasn't really changed that much, even though he's playing with a different player. He's still very supportive and like trying to enable his teammate. But I think in general, two super interesting matchups for today. I think the semis are bangers. And I'm so happy. I'm just so happy Pavded is back because he's been missing for a couple of months now. And I messaged him once or twice and I was like, hey, why are you not playing? And he was like, I just don't feel like it. And then he came back and they're playing Nova again and they're playing well. So that's obviously a nice thing. And maybe this is the month where Fine breaks the curse, because I don't know if you guys noticed, but he's been making pretty much every single final and not winning any of them. He's like, I think he's made 5 finals this year or 4 finals this year, and he's not winning any of them.
Yeah, but like he's got
Povided back, out
right?
Of his mind. Yeah.
Yeah, and these guys, they won. I think they won 2 or 3 Nova Cups back to back last year. So they absolutely have a really good tournament record together. And Pavida actually is the highest rated player of all time, ever. So yeah, like he's obviously a very, very talented individual, and he's going to bring a lot to the team of Ram Pam Pam. So fine, he has been playing with a bunch of other teammates this year. Like you say, they've made it to the finals a bunch of times, but haven't won. So now that he's back with his old faithful teammate Povided, maybe they can turn things around. And I know you at least are going to be rooting for your Polish brethren, right?
Yeah, like I'm slightly leaning towards them. I like pretty much all the players in the semis. I'm pretty happy whoever wins. Like I just want the best player to win, honestly. But or the best pair of players. But obviously I'm rooting just a tiny bit for Fine and Pavilion. And I also feel like I owe Fine because I think the only player who he's not made finals with is me.
Right, okay.
Fair, he kind of griefed me. Actually, it's not my fault. I think it's not my fault. I think he's griefed me, but like, yeah, I kind of feel a bit guilty though. I broke his streak. I think it was the month after we won. I was very chill. Like my approach towards the Nova Cup was very chill. He was very try-hard, even though he has not played for a long time because he was on holidays or something. And then we bombed out on day 1. and then I kind of broke his streak of making the finals. So yeah,
Cursed.
I feel like I owe him, you know.
So you were truly the worst pole on that day.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, let me see if we have a lobby available.
I think we do.
I think
we do, yeah. In all caps. Sagittarius really is gifting us this month by renaming his account. I don't know how happy Jules is going to be with that one, but it is what it is. So what about predictions then when it comes to this game? I think Fake One, it's fair to say you're going to be cheering for Ram Pam Pam. I think I am probably going to lean towards them as well. Not because, no shade on the side of Xvent Horizon. They're both two very, very strong players as well. But I think it's going to come down to that team dynamic. And Fine and Pavida, they have played together a bunch of times. They've won multiple Nova Cups together. So I think it's going to be just a case of two teammates who know each other very well, play together very well, versus XGod and Saji, who are two, again, extremely talented players at Legion, but haven't really played together in a tournament setting before. So I think that might be the difference maker.
Yeah, for sure. I think I'll go the other way then. I'll root for XGod and Sagittarius. I mean, I think XGod is no stranger to playing without communication. So
Yeah.
I think it's not really a problem for his style. Like, I feel like he can figure it out. And I mean, best of 3 is like more things can happen. Random. There's a slightly more variance, obviously. So I believe in them.
All right, fair enough. So we have a split panel. We'll have to see which way it goes. One thing's for certain, though, this is going to be a really exciting matchup. Just in terms of like pace of game, gameplay style, is there anything in particular you want to shout out for these teams?
Watch out for Wave 7.
Okay, you heard it here first. Wave 7, the big yellow guy, you think?
No, I know you are a big yellow guy enjoyer, but like I'm definitely way more Mole Brute type of guy.
All right,
Mole 7, by the way, it's just like Thanos. It's so hard to kill it, and the DPS is so insane on this unit.
Yeah.
Like obviously it depends on the build, but like Mole can be very, very annoying to deal with early game.
Yeah. I think I still haven't quite adapted to the new Mole Overlords. I mean, I know when the patch first dropped and Mole stats just went through the roof, we went through a phase of like sending 5 moles instead of anything else.
It's still good, by the way. It's still sometimes good. Like I know that Fine, talking of the players on the server, obviously, Fine is a very big enjoyer of sending 2-3 moles even on like wave 12, let's say. I think it's getting worse and worse as the game progresses, but in the early game, Mole stats are so ridiculously high, just the DPS alone, that it often just makes the most sense. Like, if you think about it, you get 2 moles for the price of an ogre and then a cheeky robo on top. I'm taking 2 moles most of the cases.
Yeah, fair enough. And those things are super tanky as well, right? So if you start focusing a mole, it's doomed.
Sir,
it's over.
It's actually absurd. Yeah, but if you don't focus on like a KP versus Mole, it's going down. Like that little guy is actually punching a hit.
All right, well, guys, the moment you're waiting for is here. Game number 1 of this October Nova Cup is about to begin. Xvent Horizon on the left, Ram Pam Pam on the right. Let's go!
Okay. Megamind Aristocrat.
All right. Well, we did see Aristocrat played a few times yesterday. We didn't see any victories with it on stream. So let's see if XGod can break that curse.
Track was telling me he actually thinks Aristocrat is quite good in like aggressive spell games. Like, for example, if there's AoE or overworking the game, because a lot of the tier 6s are just really strong on 11 and 12. Yeah, so if XGod can get to that bunk, like, it'll be super, super valuable for him.
Mm-hmm.
But we did pretty standard Cartel. I mean, that's one of his tried and trues.
Yeah, Pavida is like Cartel and Cash Out, right? Those are his 2 mains, I think it's fair.
Yeah.
And he plays them both extremely well. So I guess he just really values that early game economy over anything else.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
He's a very how would I put it? Not really a defensive player, but he's very high on not taking too many risks, especially unnecessary risks. He's a very like collected player, I would say, and he also does most of the calling for Fine and Pavidit for Rampampam.
Okay.
He's like the stronger voice, I would say. Obviously, Fine has a lot of opinions, but I think Pavidit is a bit more vocal for them.
That's interesting. So I've never heard that before about them, but that's really cool to know.
Like I've played with both of them, and I just think Pavidit has, I think, just like a bit more tenure to how he approaches the game. I think Fine can be sometimes very spur of the moment kind of guy.
Mm-hmm.
That's how to describe them. But obviously, that's not to take away from any one of them.
No. And actually, it's a really good team dynamic, right? Because if you think of Pavidad as being a kind of slow and steady player, Fine I think of as more of a risk taker. So that makes for a very good team dynamic, right? You can have one person who's going to, for fun push, maybe leak a couple of waves, but he's going to scale, and then your teammate is just there to be reliable, make sure he doesn't leak his own wave, covers in the mid, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works for this Meta, Sax, and Xcode, right? That's sort of how they've played so far.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think Pavidit probably his most valuable thing is like why. I mean, the cartel really sucks if you make mistakes in the early game. Like you'll just lose the game. But I literally, it's so hard to see Pavidit make a mistake early game with cartel.
Yeah.
Like he's like legit unleakable and doesn't really fall behind like push wise either. So there's no real winning strategy against him. Like you have to just try your best.
I mean, there's a reason he's the highest rated player of all time, right?
Of course.
Yeah, and the reason is Double Down. Oh, wait, we're not talking about... Oh, I'm sorry.
It's going for a Robo here against the Fire Archer.
So the first power mercenary of the game is going to be wandering into this meta lane. He does drop a Nekomata though, so that can hopefully tank the Robo for a while. What we really need to watch out for though is this Fire Archer, because if the Robo and too many wave creeps get on top of this bad boy, all of that regen will be wasted and his build is going to crumble.
Yeah,
I mean, it's basically about the Robo.
Robo goes right. Okay, so Fire Archer is tanking really nicely there on the left. Robo is now on the Neko. This is like ideal aggro split, I think, really for this meta.
Yeah, and he's 260 value with 6 workers because he's cash out, so it's pretty chill for him. Like, but we maybe thought like, oh, he's 6 workers, but you know, with a different mastermind, you're not gonna be able to. Whoa!
Actually, it turns out we were only watching the one lane, but all 4 players going for a bit of a leak here on wave 3.
Yeah. Actually, the person closest to value having the most roll because they got a power mark, but not too bad of an outcome, I'd say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for anyone really. But I think Pavidit is recognizing that you need to play aggressively versus a Fire Archer opener. It is very important because if you don't, they can easily get to 8 workies on 4. And it's sort of hard to punish on 5 sometimes if they have good units. I don't think this case is particularly super good. The Buckler and Nekomata are kind of So we only see 7 workies here, and it's going to be conservative play. Good, by the way, because he's getting starved. So that's a very good decision.
Well, Fine and Pavidad are already starting to ramp up the heat, right? So they both have a decent chunk of Mythium stored. And this meta and Xcode, they could be in trouble on, I don't know, maybe wave 6?
Yeah, wave 6 could make some sense. Like protecting Pip's weak wave.
Yeah.
A small leak from Fine here is really good for them, actually, because they're going for a bit of a long save, so the longer wave is super helpful for Rampampam.
And also they have insane units for 6. If you look at Fine's role, he's playing Copter Infiltrator, which is like the dream scenario for a high push wave 4, wave 5, wave 6, and then you just try to abuse the Mythium you have. By the way, full send here.
Yeah, they just went.
They actually go 5. That's kind of surprising to me. And the Robos are just going to get snacked by the Coiler, right?
No, I mean, it's good tank value versus the Coiler.
I was going to say, it's like, it is bad that they get snacked, but they actually are pretty tanky versus the Deep Coiler. Like, they take 2 hits, right? So
it's 3, I think.
The threshold is kind of... Yeah, it's 3. And the threshold is kind of bad, because the third hit
the
is
threshold
like...
is really bad, actually. Yeah, I see
and
what
that's
you mean.
why Robo is good versus Deep Coiler.
But he still has
but-
the Bajillion. Oh, whoa, where's the fire?
Oh, but it's
Yeah.
one-shotting the wave creeps now. The flower did enough AoE damage. That's insane.
Yeah.
It's an easy hold.
Yeah, that's huge.
Meanwhile, this meta didn't do quite so well. That's a 78% leak for him, but luckily XGod there with the big hold, Deep Coiler coming in clutch.
And they saved,
I mean,
so
exactly. The important part is that they saved.
Wave 7 was probably coming.
Yeah.
I mean, Fake One already warned us before the game. Wave 7 is going to be interesting.
I'm telling you, man, the meta is terrible. If I'm like, I think like, I don't want to exaggerate, you know, because often casters will come in here and say whatever they feel like, but like I don't want to exaggerate, but I think like a fifth of my games is predetermined wave 1 because I don't have a good wave 7 answer, and my enemy has good wave 6 rolls. And I'm like, okay, I guess I'll die.
Yeah, I mean, XCOD basically has that perfect scenario, right? Like, Poeted doesn't have a true wave 7 answer. I mean, Archer and Vet is like pretty good, but he doesn't have like the Thanos unit. Yeah.
I mean, you can boost a veteran. Like, we saw that thing went absolutely wild in one of XGod's game yesterday.
Yeah, that could be what he has to pull out here, because it's going to be a big send.
Yeah, the sender's going to be
I think the decision
huge.
to go 6, to not go 6 was very bad here.
Yeah.
I think it just makes sense on so many levels. You know that Scully Necomata is kind of weak on 6. Obviously, he may have something in his role, right? But like you never know. And then
and you force them to send, right? That's the most important part. Because like I don't even think XGod and Sagittarius were thinking about it that much. Like they were like, oh, maybe they can go 5, but probably it's 6, and they go for the save, right? And I mean, XGod was minus 30 but while saving, so it's kind of optimistic.
Yeah, and actually
and
both
worse
sides
is-
are full sending here, so Fine and Pavided, rather than Income King, they go for a full send of their own. They are receiving a lot more Mythium, though, on the side of Rampam.
Yeah. So he doesn't get a vet, he boosts Iwi, and actually his Archer's getting hit by a Brute, which is
His archers are crumbling. This is a disaster for Pavided.
Oh, whoa.
88% leak over there, but Mimic sniped in Fine's lane.
That's
The
actually
triple
true-
Whirlybird doing work.
True random snipe. Like, he has 0 AoE.
Yeah, beast. 34% leak, what a machine.
Yeah,
I mean, just
that's
get good, no?
Yeah, that's not too bad.
Still, a
Hey,
decent chunk of King damage being dealt here on wave 7. This Metasox did hold, though, the only one of 4 players to hold the wave.
Yeah, I mean, that's important. Secures the advantage they get, but, I mean, Fine did a pretty good job there, right? Like, leaking XCOD, almost holding.
Yeah.
But XCOD will start to scale now with the Aristocrat, gonna get the bunk out, and I think this kind of trends toward being like a really dangerous situation for Fine and Poeted, because they're gonna have to play against a bunk on 11 and 12 with the offensive spell, and they don't really
aggressive
have
spells
an
in the game.
answer.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Like
Value is always the answer.
Income here, and probably you can just go long into 11.
With that Aristocrat income as well, XGod now is the highest income player in the lobby, so he's in a pretty strong spot.
Yeah. He can play for... I mean, there are a couple of different things he could do. I mean, probably what he wants to do is just like push, and then the next thing he builds is a Haven.
Interestingly enough, look at the work is cute, by the way.
Yeah.
Fine and Pavided receive 2 full sends. None of them touched the worky bottom. They know.
Yeah, they know.
They already know.
But actually,
And that's, by the way, it's a very common thing now in high elo that after like a big send on, let's say, wave 7, wave 8, everyone just bunkers up. Everyone just overbuilds for the next wave incomes, and then one of the sides may feel more aggressively, and the other side's like no pushing. That's very often. They push now a bit.
Well, both sides have, right?
Yeah, but this meta sucks, and X got pushed way harder, no?
Yeah, they did.
And they also went for Income King, which is a good decision.
Yeah,
because
they're just leveraging the better units for wave 11, wave 12.
Yeah, like XOD is just putting himself in a spot where he's guaranteed Haven on 10, probably, looks like.
Yeah, I mean, if the extra income gives XGod that Banana Haven, then it's very well worth the Income King round here, right?
And then he just has Phoenix for 13, so there's not really a longer play versus him. Like, you probably need, like, he's only weak once the game goes later.
It looks like his
Yeah.
gold
Like
is perfect as well
16s.
for that Haven, so a very smart round of income there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just lovely.
Plus
Look at
10
his
as well
income,
for the
187.
aristocrats. He's trying to cheese it, but it's not working. X-God? Bug abuser?
Yeah.
It's very funny.
Oh, by the way, this is not good for Pavadet.
Yeah, I mean, he had to go Power Mercs the whole early game and also didn't hold, so
Yeah,
it's probably the worst possible outcome for a cartel.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
They do have the Mythium advantage though, so that's one thing in their favour, but like you were saying, I think X-God just has the better Wave 11 roll. In fact, this meta sucks, his roll for 11 is pretty good as well, with those
Wow.
bucklers, with the Vulcan
Gonna try
cannon
him.
as well.
Yeah, they're going. I think they have to. It's like the only play, no?
Yeah, I mean,
They have to.
The problem is, like, isn't Income King plus Allowance just gonna be, well, I guess he doesn't have the best damage.
Hey, fake one, your prediction. The multi-mole, it's here.
That's the multi.
It's good. Like, he cannot afford the RAM, right? So
Yeah. We have
there's no
Ram at
better.
home.
And this meta
Yeah,
socket
it's
is
like-
going to
yeah,
really
exactly,
struggle to
exactly.
kill
Big
them,
Ram.
right? Like, he doesn't have anything to kill natural units.
Yeah, but I think the gun will focus at least 1 or 2 creeps first. So at least
Yeah.
that's good.
It's got going
But
with
yeah, I
the
think he's
Fire
leaking.
Lord
He's
here.
definitely leaking.
See how well it tanks. I mean, it'll literally be his only damage besides the deep bow there. I mean, obviously he has a Haven, but like
Isn't
single
this
target
thing,
wise,
like, Giga Dead?
I'm
I
not
have
sure.
no idea. It might be a little weird because it's a range wave as well.
Oh, it's Giga Dead.
Yeah, it's
Oh, it's Giga
And
Dead.
he has a backline bunk as well. Oh dear.
Yeah, that-
Oh, X-God, oh
Oh.
no.
I've seen better positioning in my life, is what I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the end, I mean, it might. I mean, the Fire Lord helps him scale, but like maybe a second coiler is a better DPS choice. But also,
Yeah.
So X-God's leaking massive. This meta is doing better, but it's still a 42% leak there. They did go for income and king though, so their income is looking
Yeah.
nice, their king is looking fairly healthy. It's going to take a chunk of damage here, of course.
yeah. I mean,
That's a pretty wild
The more-
differential.
they just have to try to kill them. Is their only play basically, and X-God and Sagittarius should just turtle up.
But I think they could be in trouble wave 14, right? I think this
Yeah.
Metasac is in a good position because he's now shifting for the Phoenix next, but Phoenix is not even bottom 14 as a tank with a gun.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, he has 4
Yeah.
royal guards. It's
That-
kind of bad actually. And X
Yeah.
got
Yeah, if
I don't
he
know,
goes
this-
to the
this-
Phoenix.
this kind of looks sus to me for 14.
I mean, isn't X-God's problem that his Haven is just going to be backline now for like the rest of the game? Or is that aggro going to be better on melee waves?
Let's see. Hopefully, it's better on melee waves.
It doesn't
Yeah,
look
I'm not
any
sure.
better. Maybe it tanks
I mean,
the split?
he can collapse the split into it.
Okay. The split is looking good.
Okay, so I mean, it'll be reasonable.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I like he's still very low on damage.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
he
think
is.
his 14 is still questionable. Probably because he will want to build a Phoenix, but he may not. He may realize that if Sagittarius goes for Phoenix, there's no point. Like, he could just go Deep Coiler, more Arcana Pies here.
But then Pavadet
think he
is
wants
also
the
kinda
plus
dead
10
on
income.
14.
You're right.
I
Yeah,
mean, he's
for
thinking
Wizard-
about it on X-God.
Weighted's pretty low value. Fine,
Yeah.
we'll have the Big Badger and some Mantas. So, I mean, in a race scenario, he will be quite good. But he's
Yeah.
actually kind of concerned about here. Like, he's building Scallies and not the Iron Scales
Hmm.
and boosting.
Yeah, Pavadet also added a Pipsqueak. They were definitely afraid of the way 13 cent. But at the same
Yeah.
time, it's like Pavadet is leaking for sure here.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. He's
There's no way
massively
he holds
undervalued.
anything.
Massively undervalued. And most of his value is quite bad on 14 as well.
Yeah,
And
his
it's
build is
coming-
garbage. Like, it's just
Either it's good. Double mole, triple mole.
Triple-
Triple mole! Okay. I mean,
Yeah.
I kind of admire the dedication, but I don't think Mole is good at all into XGod's build, unless it's broken, right? Like, if the Mole's stats are just so broken that it's good, then maybe that's a Jules issue. But it should be bad on paper, right? Because something that slows down the damage of the wave can only be helpful to units that have regen, that have, like, the mana shield on the Fire Lord. I don't know, it doesn't seem ideal.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
It's just good impact.
Well, then it's just broken stat-wise, right? Those are the two options.
I mean, it is. It absolutely is.
Yeah.
I think it is.
And I sort of spam pinging his Fire Lord because
Oh,
it
that
is
Fire Lord is an
completely
absolute juicer. It's still alive. Holy, that thing will not go down. The Fire Lord tanking like an absolute dream. Who needs a Phoenix? Pavida leaks 79%. This meta leaks 49%.
Wow.
XGod, though, this is looking
Beautiful.
like a hold to me.
Nice.
Fine leaks very small as well, 73%. It's basically just the Needler though. But XGod, absolutely clutch hold, putting the team on his back. Fantastic performance from the man. Ram Pam Pam taking a chunk of king damage here. I mean, do they just die? Needler's an absolute menace.
They're dead.
Yeah.
No king attack. They're dead.
Yeah. Or wait.
It's
No,
close.
they're chilling.
Oh, not even close.
Crazy.
Never mind.
200
Power play.
HP remaining on that king. And that's after the wave change, right? So it must have been super low.
Fortunately, now
It's like-
XGod is gonna just farm some plus income and go along, and they'll win.
Yeah.
May just be a 16, considering how hard Fine is pushed.
They need to make something happen, right? Like,
Yeah,
they're
he's
in
selling-
desperation territory. They have to go for something high risk.
Is XGod gonna build so he can get his plus income, or is he just gonna shift? I mean, shift. It's probably not a difference.
I think the upgrade is worth for 10 income, right? Like, yeah, he does. He
I
does.
mean, it's not like Fine and Poeted can change their game plan based on
Yeah.
what he does. Like he doesn't need to care about the other players in the game.
Yeah, you don't need to, like, try and bait ascend when you're this far ahead.
I mean, it will be a Sui try. Don't think it will work, to be honest. I mean, he is not the best 16, but Sagittarius should be doing really well, right? Like, all his units that were bad on 14 are now looking quite good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they are
And
I
going
don't
for
see
descend.
him leaking ever. Like, he's already 2 Vulcans, 5 Royal Guards, and a Phoenix. How are you leaking that? And he also has a Yozora if he needs it.
Yeah, and they can also just send if they really are
Fine is
scared.
going for the full suicide push, it looks like. I just don't know if it's going
Yeah.
to be enough. This
That's
meta,
on
I mean,
value.
his build is kind of handcrafted for wave 16, right? I think he's going to be okay. XGod.
He's plus 30,
XGod
actually,
just
into the
has
Sui.
the death cap.
Last 30 while saving. Yeah, go next.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the Aristocrat was insane this game. I mean, he just got so much value. Played it great.
Well, in exciting news, this is the world first Aristocrat victory on Nova Cup. So, XGod, you can congratulate yourself on that one.
On stream.
On stream.
On stream. Let's have a look. I don't think any of those lanes are
Yeah.
leaking, but
I don't
maybe,
think either player
maybe
is
there's a
leaking,
miracle
no.
for Rampampam.
The Phoenix is
Didn't
getting
he
run
show-
down here in XGod's lane. That's a lot of dead value. Yeah, it does
Didn't
go,
he
but
show
the
Flower, though?
triple
like-
death cap
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
is still chilling. And in Meta's lane,
Five.
it's just
Flower.
it's
Five
not
is-
even close.
I
That's an
guess
easy
I don't really
run.
know what I would send either, because you can't really send ranged.
Yeah, I think
Maybe just next game.
Yeah,
I think 8 Pyramids is my play to counter the death caps and the
Okay, yeah,
Haven.
the natural armor against the Coiler, yeah, that's smart.
Yeah, exactly. It's very, very good.
Actually, they may not even have to send.
Wait. Let him cook. Let him cook.
Oh, the
This is
Lumerian
back.
popping off. They are
That is
dead
good.
to no sense.
Well,
They took the path of a warrior. They
Yeah.
died from their own blade.
Yeah, they went seppuku.
that's respectable.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow, that was quite the roller coaster of a game. It looks like actually X-Bent Horizon were in really good control, pretty much from start to finish. Things kind of went downhill quite early on for Fine and Pavida. So, I mean, what do you think they need to do differently then, Fake One, if they want to come back in
Send
game
six.
2?
Send 6. I actually think they had very good 1 to 6 rolls, and if they just skip 5 and force 6, I think there's leaks in both of the enemy lanes, and also that protects your 7, as Ofma mentioned. I think that was a huge blunder to go 5 there, because that... Okay, let's say they leak both of the opponents, right? Let's say XGOT doesn't hold. Even if he does leak, they can still go 7. They still relinquish the control of the game by going 5. For what? For potentially, I don't know, let's say 30, 40% King HP, because that at that point of the game, it's not even a lot of gold from the leaks. So I dislike the play. I think they gave the control of the game away to their opponents, and to the credit of XGOT and this meta sucks, they played very well from that spot. I think they did what they had to do. They went 7, they incomed, they got their Haven out. I mean, XGOT got his Haven out. They went safe versus the potential 11, 12 comeback, or overwork play, or whatever the enemy can cook, and then it's a free win from there, no?
So kind of
I low-key think after wave 5, the game is low-key lost. Like, it's so hard to come back from that spot. You would need... Rampampam would need the opponents to make a mistake to come back to the game after wave 5, which consequentially enables wave 7 play.
Yeah. And XGOT pulled off the Dream Hold there as well on 5, right? So maybe things are a little bit different if he leaks 40-50% as well, and they might get a chunk more king damage, a chunk more leak gold, and all the rest of it. But with XGOT holding there as well, I agree, they were just in a really rough spot from that point on.
He was on value, so he's never leaking bad. He was 30 under. And like the only reason you would go 5 is because you were scared after Fine leaked on 4.
Yeah,
I think
like, maybe they felt a little bit like nervous.
Yeah, but you're playing Pip, and then Fine has double infiltrator boost. So actually, low-key, I think if Saji and XGOT send 5, you're kind of happy with it, because that means a long way 5. You're barely leaking, I think, with those builds. And then you just send, I don't know, Pack Leader Brute on 6 and win the game on the spot.
Pack Leader on 6.
I like
By the way,
line.
it's very funny. It's very funny. When it gets to the king, oh my god, it's so funny.
Well, we are about to find out what Rampampam have in store for us, because here we go with game number 2.
Yeah, and they ripped the Fiesta Cartel. And...
XGOT Fiesta, by the way.
Wow, that's an insane early game YOLO.
Oh yeah, true.
Oh, holy, that's a really good YOLO roll, actually. That's a juicer for Fine.
I see. So these are the YOLO rolls that you get when you aren't playing against Drac.
Yeah, exactly. The ones he's not tinkered with. It's but like it's definitely a win wave 12 kind of YOLO. Don't go
like I mean, I think this game will be extremely early game focused. Like it will probably be someone's 1 HP by wave 12 or 0 HP.
Yeah. But it is kind of nice to play YOLO versus Fiesta.
For sure.
It's so hard to leak YOLO, even with bad builds. Like I play Joke on You a lot lately, and like he can have the worst shit on the board, and then he's just on value every wave if he wants to, because YOLO gives so much gold. So it's gonna be hard for XGOT to exert pressure with his Fiesta potentially, and also if there's leaks and you have high income as a starter, it's also very nice.
XGOT does have a very nice Fiesta roll though.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Agreed.
He's skipping on 1 as well. What a dirty tryhard. So there's definitely potential for, DT on 2, something like that. In fact, he's queued up all of the mercenaries right now, we can see down there.
6 Brute, 9 DTs, 11 Snails. Yeah, that could leak.
That would be a leak, I think. But Fine is actually staying 4 workers, so... I mean, he kind of has to, right? When he's being saved on 1 by a Windhawk.
Yeah. No need to try.
Oh, he's even queued up 4 Krakens as well.
If he gets to the 4th Kraken, maybe he can get Fine.
Jesus. By the way, XGOT kind of hit the jackpot here with skipping 1. Because if that's not a Green Devil, let's say that's a Nightmare, Fine doesn't care, no?
Yeah.
And Green Devil is one of the openers that really suffers from a skip, because it really wants to get those 5 workies into potentially 7 workies on 3.
But he can go 6 or 7 workers now, right? Because XGod is sending his full 60 Mythium.
Sure.
And Fine's just going to hold because he has 220 value here.
Yeah, sure,
Yeah,
but that's still,
the thing.
you know, a bit slower than you would usually get there.
Yeah.
I mean, he's probably okay with it. I mean, now he'll be 6 workers, and he got some feed from the income sends.
Yeah, XGod
Yeah,
leaking
true.
67 to the snail meanwhile. Wait, is he holding?
And by holding, I mean leaking.
Crazy. Fine actually leaking with 220 value on 2. That's wild.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. I mean, maybe like second Fuzz over second Atom. I don't even know. Like it's probably maybe just that Green Devil is too weak on 2.
They do get a bit of king damage though to compensate.
Yeah, it's not too bad. So
Just
6
another
workers for
round
everyone now.
of income sense. Oh, actually, we see the first power merc coming out
Yeah.
already here from Pavided. So
Yeah.
XGod, I mean, he's on 6 workers. He will leak to the Robo, but the Nekomata obviously very good to try and tank that damage.
Yeah, I mean, we saw Sagittarius with similar value against the Robo Snail doing okay, but he had a Fire Turn instead of a Windhawk.
Yeah, I think
You
this is
would-
gonna be like,
Yeah,
I don't know, 60, maybe 70%.
yeah, I
Not
think
too bad.
60
For a
is pretty
Fiesta,
risky. And
I
I,
think
mean,
it's right.
that's really bad aggro, right? Like,
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Windhawk is full tanking. It's instantly dead. I mean, he should have just built half a square higher, right? He would be
something
fine.
like that.
I think maybe.
Let me pull up the
he's never
coordinate
even split.
spreadsheet.
That
Oh,
would have helped.
69 for XGod. Nice.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Nice.
Fake One, you were saying.
I think that XGod could have maybe prevented it, not abusing height, but by having an even split.
Yeah.
Yeah, although he didn't have money, so.
Yeah, but
Well, he
had
could have
those
not
skellies
stacked
on
this guy,
2. Yeah, exactly. Doesn't really change much.
But they go for a save, and probably just trying to go 5 against the Archer.
I mean, now that they receive income, if there's king ups as well, you could
Mhm.
maybe even consider 6.
You could,
If you
yeah.
want.
Green Devil's not great there as well.
Yeah.
Probably a lot better on 5, realistically.
This
Matter
unit is
is
just so good on 5 though, right? I mean, any kind of cheap, semi-tanky range unit is amazing on
Yeah.
wave 5.
And we have the Pixie for the Weeded, which can be decent. I personally don't really like the one in the split with Archer because
Yeah.
I mean I'd rather just have the damage on the left, and
Yeah,
you don't
exactly.
get like DT just kind of owns Pixie in the split, but it can still be good on 5 for sure because you probably won't hit the DTs.
This wave, XGod's build is perfectly split tanking, by the way.
Yeah.
The difference between wave 3 and wave 4.
It's a
And also
send
the
diff.
full from.
But
pulling.
everyone holds their nerve, which is a
Okay.
good sign. I mean, Poeted definitely doesn't need to send, like looking at his value.
Oh, look at that,
And-
by the way. He's already sort of prepping
Yeah, I like
the wave
that.
6.
Yeah. I mean, it might also
And
be
also
the
by
best unit
sticking
he can
here-
build on 5 anyway, by the way, looking at his
Forcing
rolls.
6,
like-
basically.
Yeah, exactly. It's very good because if you look at Pavidid's build,
Yeah,
it's
he's
very weak
Thanos
on
on
7.
6.
Yeah, it's Thanos on 6, but it's very weak on 7. So by skipping
yeah.
here, there's essentially ensure that the enemy has to go 6, which is perfect because if he gets 7,
Yeah.
that's GG.
To be fair, I
Yeah,
think
maybe-
all 4 builds are pretty weak on 7, so if anyone was able to skip 6,
Yeah,
then it could have been dangerous.
We may see some, like
Mimic!
wow.
Mimic on 6.
I mean, that's pretty good against Zerker and Scally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But does he get to? No, I mean he could sell for it for Bunk. It's kind of crazy on 6, but if he expects a Mimic, it would be pretty nasty.
No way he bunks here, right? No way he bunks.
I mean, he's going for Bunk at home.
Bunker.
But the gold is so bad, right? Or is he gonna sell the Scally for another?
Yeah, I think that's what you have to. Okay.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
I don't know about that one, Chief.
All right,
We're
let's see.
shifting 33.
I mean, if he snipes the thing, then yeah.
These sends
It's
are
bad if he
pretty
snipes, he
huge
never
here
kills.
on 6. 180 for Pavided,
Nice tank.
160
he
for
might if
5.
he gets onto it early.
Oh yeah,
The
maybe.
Mimic has
true.
not been isolated yet, but the Berserker is still chopping. Does
Oh,
go
I didn't-
down now, but he's already killed
Huh?
most of the wave. 59% leak there for Pavided, and Fine is doing incredibly well. Is this just a hold?
Looks like it.
Yeah, and I think that may be exactly what they needed.
Yeah, that was
They
amazing
played the early
for
game
them.
way better this time.
21
That's what you
gold
call a
on the
fire
Mimic
play.
though, so this meta sucks having some compensation there at least.
Yeah. And do we see a 7 resend? We do into Poeted, which I think makes some sense. Looking at his...
Yeah, his build looks
units.
real bad here on 7 actually.
I mean, the Scally has to go at some point, probably. I mean, it's good gold to build another Archer, for example. Which may be needed on this wave, because one Archer probably doesn't do enough damage. But I think he's gonna go for none of the above.
Oh, that's terrible.
That's-
I
Second
think
Pixie.
That
he's
might be
like
highly
leaking-
illegal.
Yeah. I think he's looking like full, like low-key
Everything?
full.
Yeah. Yeah.
He has
Pretty
much
much.
the Zerker to one-shot the bluffs.
He won't even kill
I
a
mean,
brute, right? This
maybe
is going to
sniping
be a
in
huge
the
leak.
left brute? No, the Zerker never got onto a brute.
Oh,
Yeah, too
it's
little, too
so
late.
bad.
I mean, he has a lot of value, but
Yeah.
He killed the left side at least, but still, it's a 70%
better than
leak there
expected.
while being on value.
meanwhile, like, X-God kind of getting away with some crimes. Like, a
Oh.
brute robo would have been pretty bad for him here.
Yeah, pretty
I mean,
juicy
Instead,
Fiesta
he
leak
gets a
there
juicy
for
Fiesta,
X-God.
yeah.
Just a lizard on top of that fiend, and this shit.
Yeah,
is
yeah.
Crazy. Wait, fine with that. Oh, he doesn't
The
know.
pack
about the-
leader comes out. Okay. Well, this
Yeah.
meta, he does have the Gatling gun here, so
Yeah.
that can be a bit of a juicer. The thing's going to need to survive, though, so very important how much of the wave locks onto this gun at the start.
There's a pull
It should be
spot on this
protect-
board already.
Yeah. That's kind of
That's-
185 gold of wasted value, right? That thing is doing
I mean,
nothing
unless
for
it
him
gets... It may get onto the wave with this Peewee drag.
here. Oh, let's see. The
Let's
gun is
see.
actually not tanking anything. Well, that's kind of the
That's not good,
second
by the
worst
way.
outcome, right? If it overtanks and dies immediately, that's very bad. But if it tanks
Yeah,
nothing,
He killed some of the wave creep already. I mean, it's not looking too bad.
he's kind of chilling, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess 935 value is pretty good.
So would Bull have been better here?
25% baby leak. Meanwhile, X-God is holding. So Fiesta teammate
Yeah.
not pulling a Waldo for once. You love to see it.
And he's sending very big here. And fine. Doesn't have the best answer. A Violet out of nowhere, I guess, is what he can pull up.
Uh-oh. It's
And
the
also
yellow
value.
guy. Yeah, let's look at these two lanes, because the Violet, like you said, Offmer, is pretty good on 9, but it's one unit,
Whoa.
and the rest of his board looks so weak here.
He was almost about to do something crazy instead.
Yeah, I saw the
Yeah,
triple
yeah.
Windhawk.
And he's gonna get a mole on top of it, which is just... I mean,
Devastating.
not as bad as it could have been on the old mole. Like, I think old mole, like, 5 of his units stopped doing damage, but it's still pretty nice against the units he has.
Yeah.
But Paveded is some nice value versus.
Yeah.
So Pavida's plus 50. I think he's going to be fine, although his board's not
I mean, the
amazing
units are not
online.
great.
Yeah, Pixie actually stay alive for a while to do some damage, and the bunk is splitting really well, so... But
Fine, snipe them
he
all.
doesn't have enough damage, it looks like.
Oh,
X-God leaks half the wave to a Dino, meanwhile, but that's a
Yeah.
67% leak there for Fine.
Yeah, he just
Will
can't kill this
Pavided
thing.
ever be able to kill this mole? Turns out, no.
I'm telling you guys, Maul is,
Yeah.
Maul is Thanos.
I mean, Mole's just had enough, right? Like, he's spent
Yeah.
years being a support unit, and now he's just like, boo-da-doo, mother truckers. It's time to slap.
Yeah. He's slapping.
Ogre to the king is actually doing... He's a good amount of king damage here.
And the lifesteal as well, right? It makes the Ogre quite difficult to kill.
Yeah, and the game, according to Jules, is... Well, it was about even, but... Seems to
He's-
still like Vine and Poeted, which I think makes sense. I mean... Holding that 6 was basically the biggest swing in this game, and even though there was like a mistake on 7, still leaks here, obviously, but they still are quite good, I think.
So I think one of the reasons the Jules formula is giving Fine and Pavadet such high odds, is because the enemy has incomed here, and I think the Mythium count is, and also that they had very high incomes before, right? So that's mostly because they were on the income king. But at the same time, look at what XGOT does after he sends such a big send. I'm not even sure if he pushed one more key after wave 9, and now he's just like prepping the potential play from Pavadet and Fine.
But he's still giga under.
Yeah, and here comes the overwork.
I mean,
but Fine has not picked it, so Fine's just going income.
If he Guardian Angels that Violet and boosts those guys, I think he's doing okay, no?
He may just go Glacial, though. I mean, Glacial for sure is the highest value, but like Glacial would be really nice for his build scaling wise, but see what I mean, he's gonna pick one of those two.
I really like the Guardian Angel on the Violet, actually. Like,
yeah,
at the very least, it's a free spell, and Violet's HP is like really nice in terms of the GA revive as well, I think.
I mean, tell me he's not going taxed. Okay.
Yeah. So GA obviously definitely
double hermit.
Wait,
what do we
double hermit? No, that has to be a kappa. That has to be a kappa showing us the looks.
The disrespect.
Yeah, I don't think he reached the robo limit, so maybe 2 more would have been a bit stronger. But I mean, he's getting him with a double hermit.
I unironically think DTs were good here.
Yeah, DTs would be good. Yeah.
I mean, the double hermit worked, so it was a good send,
right? It worked, so it was a good play.
Yeah.
QED.
Of course.
But,
and also Pavadet is the only player to overwork. Look at his worky count and the potential overwork. It's like getting a lot of Mythium. And even though this meta sucks, saved on him, he's still in a very good spot for here and for next because he has a gate.
Yeah, I mean, he actually has a way to scale into the game.
That's a Pavadet cartel game.
Yeah.
If I've ever seen one. This is how it goes.
He's super weak on 13 building like this, though. I mean, he may just have too much value.
He's plus 20, yeah.
And also,
you can kind of afford to have bad unit quality if you've got the quantity.
Yeah.
I don't think this is leaking 13.
Guardian Angel
that's kind of a raid boss.
Yeah, teammate has us covered.
Yeah, so maybe something longer is necessary. Or like a split send situation, but it's pretty risky. Like 60% king and no king ups is pretty much one-shot potential, so...
I also think the longer this save goes for this meta sucks, the more he just slips into despair territory, right? Because he's playing with 160 income. He's almost 100 income lower than Pavadet right now.
Yeah, it's not ideal, but probably has to be 14 looking at everyone's values. And, I mean, you gotta favor the Ram Pam Pam with these builds. I mean, he's about to get a Badger on top of his GA Arctear.
Yeah. And XGOT's just going to leak everything on 14. Like, he adds another Violet here. Sure, it's great on actually, 13, but...
He might get the 4th Violet.
The 4th Violet, that's going to change everything. He can perhaps sell this Nekomata. It doesn't benefit too much from the mana regen aura.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think he needs it on wave 14.
Yeah,
that is true.
Absolutely. But I think one of the things that could impact the potential outcome of the game is those protons. With Fine upping the split with the Badger, he's gonna kill his DPS next potentially.
Potentially, yeah. With more creeps, there may be like a couple run away.
On 12, he killed like 1 or 2 of his atoms, so he needs to be.
See. Or he can just add like a big tank in the split, and everything will be fine. But let's see.
Yeah.
Well, here it comes. I mean, the sends are pretty huge. We've got triple yellow guy coming out from this meta.
Yeah, Boger.
It's the funny situation where the Western team pushed after wave 11 because they want to leak their opponents, but Fine and Pavadet are so high on value that even though they're sending way less, the chance of the enemy holding is actually lower than themselves, even though they're receiving higher sends.
Yeah.
You could say they overpushed, like this meta sucks and XGOT, but it's a very hard.
Yeah, I mean the thing is,
in the game to make a decision.
If they don't push, when are they going to leak? But we didn't find. Probably never.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like a very hard situation to find yourself in.
And XGOT had to sell his split to afford the Iron Scales upgrade as well, so he's got all of his units being slapped by that
Maybe
Centaur
he has a
together.
chance to kill the Centaur, but his front line is pretty dead.
Centaur does die, but he will still be leaking. This
Yeah,
meta sucks. I
not
mean,
the
he's done
biggest
very well,
leaks.
actually. 63%, but
Can they
not
live?
too threatening.
Yeah,
Pavida
but
at
We did
88,
actually.
but Fine
But,
just
yeah, Fine.
holds.
Wow.
More to the
I mean,
point,
he has
though, I
this-
think with 0 spell upgrades on the king, X-Vent Horizon may just be dead.
Yeah, it's close for sure. And Fine full covers here with all his ramped up nucleus and atoms.
It looks like they may survive. Oh, they do! Another 1%, 100 HP on that king for X-Vent
Yeah.
Horizon. I mean, this is kind of just flipping game one on its head, right?
Yeah. I mean, the big advantage of them living here is that they have more time to think about how to win the third game.
True.
Yeah, absolutely.
Other highlights include Rampampam having 69% HP on the king, or that just
Yeah.
has been ticked up to 70. Thank you for the regen.
Chillin'.
Yeah. I mean, Pavida, he just doesn't need to take any risks, right? This is exactly what XCOD was doing in the previous game.
Yeah.
They had the advantage. They know they don't need to play risky at all to win this game. So Pavida, he just stays plus 300 value, and he's absolutely chilling. And what can X-Vent Horizon do about it?
They're baiting.
Well,
They're
Fine
baiting
is-
16.
Yeah,
They are
Fine
baiting.
is very pushed, to be fair.
X got
Let's see.
shifted 500 here.
Yeah. Although I would say Sagi is probably would normally be the holder on 16, but he also has to push or else Fawida will never leak again in this game.
Mm.
And he
Yeah,
may
yeah.
never leak again in this game to begin with, but
They
did
do
get him
not
on
fall
14.
for the bait, though, so maybe the one out for X-Vent Horizon is now gone. I don't see them winning a race on 17, right? I mean, Fine's build doesn't look great.
Oh! I mean, the value is very sus for this meta sucks, but this thing
Whoa!
with the cannons,
That's-
that's oh, holy!
That is true,
Wait, how many
actually.
pilots is that?
Pavida, though,
We're at
he's
7
plus
now.
130 and has like a tailor-made build for Wave 17, so I think he's going to be just fine.
I think
mean,
it
he's
will
chilling.
be a 17th skip if you're. I mean, if you're fine with it, you kind of. I mean, it's a safer play,
Mm.
but they could probably also win if they send.
Yeah.
The game just may take longer if XGod and Sagittarius also send.
Yeah, but if there's a one way to lose the game, I think
Yeah, I mean-
to stand here and the opponent holds.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Well, this meta's
they
actually
go-
going just for an
yeah,
income
I
send here.
think if he wants the game to extend, this is probably the best play.
I mean, it makes sense, right? Because Pavida is just not leaking here, so this meta might as well just take the income.
Yeah.
By the way, XGOT can potentially do very well here. He has so much AoE
yeah.
that there's a chance with like the Glacial, Doomsday, all the violets. There's a chance he unironically like evaporates the wave so quickly.
Yeah, and Imps is not a good send into this build for sure. Like Violets and Glacial, and well, I mean, he doesn't know about the Doomsday, but even with the Violets and the Glacial, like you don't really want to send more small melee units.
We're
Alright.
definitely missing
Well, let's see.
another bear.
X-Vent Horizon cannot afford to leak here with just 3% remaining on their king. XGod has absolutely annihilated those imps, Offmer, as you were saying. Like, the AoE just destroyed them. But if we take a quick look over at this meta's lane, those Skybots going absolutely ham. Will it be
I told
enough?
you.
It looks like yes! Can he
Right.
kill the Four Eyes, though? XGod leaking very
they
small,
still win,
58%. But it is not a hold for this meta. Wait, no, it is!
It is, but
What
I
a
think
demon.
they still die.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
not
we
enough,
got-
right? 3% on the king. Two very strong performances here from this meta and XGod, but unfortunately, they were just too low HP to survive.
Yeah. I mean, they went for basically the similar early game plan. It's just that Fine and Poeta played much better in this early game.
I mean, this game was just a complete mirror of Game 1, right? In Game 1, we had X-Vent Horizon pretty much in control from start to finish. There was an attempt at a comeback by Fine and Pavida, didn't work out. This time around, the exact mirror situation. So Fine and Pavida,
Yeah.
they're in control right the way from the early game. XGod and this meta, they tried for a play there with that bait on 16. did not work, unfortunately. Pavidad and Fine kept their call, didn't send on 16, and as a result, they win the trade there on 17. So nicely played, nicely controlled, and it's really a sign of how well matched these teams are, right? Because we've had 2 games pretty much identical, just changing which team was the victor. The series is now 1-1, and we'll have to see which of the teams is able to close the series out in Game 3. This is the one where everything is to play for, because whoever takes this one will advance to the Grand Finals, and whoever loses, their tournament journey will end here. You guys still happy with your initial predictions?
Yeah, of course. Rampampam don't have their favorite masterminds, though.
Mm-hmm.
Both Cartel and YOLO. Most played for both of those guys. So
like cash out greed or cash out lock and random.
Yeah. That's what I would expect. But Fine was also playing quite a lot of Aristocrat lately, so maybe that's something he wants to use and spice things up. But I don't know if you share my sentiment here, Ofma. After the first 2 games, it feels like both of the times the team that wanted to make the first aggressive move, usually obvious. In the case of Pavedet and Fine, they maybe shot their load a bit too early, wave 5 instead of wave 6, but still XGOT and Sagittarius were expecting aggression, and then on the other hand, in game 2, it was the other way around. It feels like making the first move and missing just puts you in such a bad spot. It's so hard to play afterwards, because the retaliation is so much stronger. It feels like in both cases, I feel like it's just so much easier to like stay lower workies, not push this 1 or maybe 2 workies early game, catch the full send when you're expecting it, because it is likely you can see your own weakness and you know your opponent sees your weakness as well. Your advantage is obviously you know what units you have and they don't. And that's what Paveded and Fine did, right? They overbuilt, they caught the full sense, and then from that spot, they just income kinged. They even took a fair beating on 9. That was like, what, 40% king HP? And they were still in a winning position just because they had higher incomes. They had, let's say, more setup builds at that point. So, yeah, it feels like maybe some of the early aggression is a bit too tunneled.
Even going back a bit earlier than 9, right? Because they went for that big send on 6, and Fine just full held, and Pavidad leaked one creep plus the minute.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
That's what I meant initially. Okay. But like even after leaking on 9, they were still ahead. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
All right, guys. This is the game that it all comes down to. 2 very evenly matched teams, and now everything to play for as we go into game number 3.
I think everyone just loaded up the reverse early game spells. Besides Poeted.
Yeah, this is the full greed setup. It looks like with champion, with this meta sucks picking stash again, a very good combo there.
Yeah. Black Market, Battle Scars, DR, like very hard to get any early game aggression with the Legion spells.
Yeah, I'm surprised no one goes for Redraw Chaos. XGOT was playing Redraw yesterday. But Fine goes for the Kingsguard. I know that he likes this mastermind in certain circumstances, such as potentially a very chill game with scaling spells.
Yeah, we'll see.
So that makes sense. And Pavedet is probably the best cash-out player in the game, I think.
Yeah. I feel like every time
one of the best players.
I'm not having that much of a good time, but I mean, this is one of the best cash-out openers.
Yeah, that's insane. He's going to have so many workies.
And some champion flower action maybe for XGOT. And Pip for the stash player. I mean, I think that sounds pretty good to me.
Yeah, you just take the leak on 2 if they snail.
Oh, you would love that.
Don't think they will. Yeah.
Fine did add one more Proton as well. I was thinking, like, his build is looking like it's going to leak to no certain, so I like the fact that he added a Proton, actually.
Wait, is it not? No, it's not.
It's just a super long wave, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Which, I mean, it's not necessarily good for the guy who is not on Fireparkers the whole time, but he gets there.
Yeah,
it would have been a no-send leak, though, without the Proton.
Oh, they get 20. Everyone gets 20 but him. He guides others to a treasure he can't possess.
What a way with
But
words.
it's definitely nice for this opener, no?
Yeah, I mean, not going 6 workers here. I actually have no idea if this would hold. Does it hold Snell if you just have these two still?
It certainly used to with 1 seed.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
this is a more conservative approach, which is
Yeah.
probably fine.
But with the
Exgod-
snail here, he can
oh.
easily push to 7 workers now, right?
I think I know what Exod's trying to champion.
Fire
You
Archer?
think he's gonna go for the sovereign? For the
Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't you just champion the flower and not build here, right?
Yeah.
If
Yeah,
you
I
were
agree, I
planning to
agree.
champ that. So, whoa, fine. Oh,
Fine does
it's
baby
really-
leak to the
It's not
snail.
looking good for the Kingsguard player, I gotta
Yeah.
say. I think he
I
would
mean, it's
honestly,
not that bad.
he would rather have just been like Skelly opener. But he has an angler this way, so as long as he can get
Yeah, I
that
think-
online, he's happy.
I think Angler has been performing very
Oh,
well
Brute.
lately.
Oh,
Oh,
It's
Brute!
gonna work.
double
I
full
mean,
send.
Sagittarius cannot build. I mean, he can build a steed. That's pretty good.
I think that's still leaking, no?
Yeah, I mean, it is. I don't think 230 value has ever held
Yeah.
3 against the Brit. So
I mean, X-God
Right,
is
X-God?
looking like
X-God
he's
is-
in danger of leaking full as well, actually.
yo, you need to build something.
Okay. With the
okay.
Infiltrator, he might be
That
fine.
helps.
I mean, Brute probably not what Sagittarius wants to see in his lane.
It's actually
Um,
terrible when you're playing Stash and there's a lot of early leaks because you usually end
Yeah.
up lower keys.
Oh, whoa,
and-
whoa, whoa.
Oh,
Yeah, you hate
Infiltrator
that.
is snacking tonight, though. He's going to
Okay,
kill the whole
he's gonna
wave,
eat
right? It
everything.
just leaks the robo?
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought that was about to be Disaster City, but actually fine leaking again. to the
What's really
consent.
interesting there is Fine actually leaks the exact same percentage of
Yeah.
both members of X-Vent Horizon combined. But,
that's a brutal-
yeah, the Power
They
Mercenaries on
do
the
get the
King,
Brute on the King.
that's a different story. This is
That is still a lot of gold.
20%. Wow. That was
Yeah,
2
wow.
Power Mercenaries and like 1 Hopper. The damage is insane.
The real beneficiary is Bewheated,
Yeah.
who has made it through this early game that's pretty long, and he's caught up in income already.
Yeah.
And yeah, he has a solid build. I mean, maybe a little bit weak on 6, you could say. Like, he'll have to figure out what to do, but I imagine what he will do has a lot to do with his recommended value.
Yeah, having said that,
so
though, this
it's-
meta is putting on some pressure. He's got 85 Mythium already stored, and if he does go all the way to 6, that's going to be... I mean, it could be Mimic again.
Yeah, really nice by Pui that he actually kills his Pixie here.
Oh,
I
what a
wonder.
beast.
I mean, is he the type of guy who would go for the reverse Sakura build?
Oh, Hermit
Is
coming
that
out.
still legal in this day and age?
Nah, surely not. Surely not.
He has perfect gold. I mean, probably
I
not.
would perfectly not do it. Ever.
Oh my god. X1 has the
Ever.
setup ready to go. Hermit is kind of...
I think X-God has the setup ready to leak full against this Hermit, no? I think he might be in a spot of
I'm not-
pocket.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Let's see.
This Ardid does really, really well. Or leaks full, yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
Yeah,
now
he
he's
actually
full.
sells for the boost. Okay, that does give him
That's
really-
the ability to kill the
Oh,
Scorpion at
Pui
least.
Huh? Hello?
forgot his snail.
Hello.
Well,
God.
maybe he's gonna go for the Hermit into Hermit, the Papai special. Wait, isn't he holding?
Oh yeah, true.
Am I crazy? It looks like his units aren't dying.
It kind of looks like he's got the
Yeah.
perfect split tank with lifesteal, yeah. the Flamel goes down now, but the damage is done. The wave is dead, and what I
Everyone
thought was
doubting
going to
the
be a
Butcher
disaster
King.
for X-God is an easy hold, and this meta, yeah, he has a ton of Mythium stored.
Yeah, I mean, that's not very nice
Oh,
of him.
he
But he
misses
doesn't
the
get
Mimic by 2 Mythium!
Pawided saves himself by not leaking X-God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe if he added the snail, the wave would have just lasted long enough to receive the Mimic. What a 5-head play.
Yeah. Honestly,
He's still leaking, though.
yeah, I was gonna say his build is still very terrible on wave 6, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, should be decent positioning here. Well, actually, no. Isn't this Pixie just gonna run it down? Whoa, no
yes.
full send though.
The Pixie is giga dead.
And Daphne not tanking at all. I mean, I'm kind of surprised he doesn't at least like just add a robo. Like,
I guess he just
Yeah,
thought
that's
that
very
Pavided
sus,
would have a better answer
What-
than a Daphne.
yeah.
X-God
Maybe.
is now leaking. Oh wait, no, maybe he's not.
Right.
Okay, he's
Let the lifesteal cook.
he couldn't.
Oh,
This meta
they-
is
they-
actually the only
God.
player leaking. Wait, no, the butcher.
What is
the butcher.
happening? What the hell is happening? What is? Why are we for fun leaking?
Well, he
nonsense
needed
here?
to shift for
He
his
has
Avenger.
395 value
Well,
on
actually,
wave 6.
He didn't shift, he just pushed, right? Never mind.
Yeah. I mean, talk about for fun plays. 395 value on
Oops.
6. That's impressive.
Yeah, I mean, and it's funny because Pavded leaks what?
Whoa.
30%?
And what does Fine have here? Just the Badger. I kind of would like this Badger in the split, honestly. Yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
I mean,
He is receiving a full send though, so XGod goes
so
for
what
the brute
happens on
robo.
wave 8 if this is a long wave 7 though for XGod? He has the Disciple, I suppose.
Yeah, Disciple is kind of fake.
And this meta's shift
He actually-
does
you know
pay
what?
off,
He
but
has-
the
he
send
has
is
Orchid,
not
he has
coming
Orchid.
He has
here.
Orchid. He has Orchid boost.
Yeah, and that's insane on wave 8 because it snipes animal or brutes or
Unless Pawweeded pulls out the counter, the Mimic.
and Mimiko.
Beast.
Okay, let's see how Fine does. I mean, it looks pretty chill. Well, he's losing one atom, but
Fine is
Dan's really
leaking.
sniping the brute.
For sure,
He's
sure
leaking,
Fine's
but-
leaking, but he's not leaking too badly.
And long
And
wave
more to the
while
point,
they're
they're saving,
is
yeah.
very
Only
nice.
Income though.
Whoa. I guess he's just respecting the Butcher Canopy. Got burned once. I mean,
In
he
fact,
may just feel like he's in a good spot.
everybody goes for the income here on wave 8. That is surprising to me. This meta looks very
game 3.
leakable here.
I think that's just game 3, no? You just like
Yeah.
if you full stand here and fail, you just lost your final game of the semifinals and
GG.
and you're out of the tournament.
And there is the champion. XGod was saving it. He pops the Avenger here on wave 8, buffs it with champion and
I mean,
lifesteal.
Even after that wave 6, he's still in a good spot because he was in a really good spot after holding wave 5, so he made it. And I mean, it's pretty good. Like, he's not really at a disadvantage, and his build will basically suck on 12, and there's no aggressive spells, so he may not get punished.
Yeah, yeah.
Unless Fine and Pawweeded say, let's go wave 12 right now, which would be a really good play, I
Okay.
think.
Yeah, a little bit of mispositioning
But
there
it's-
for this meta. His Lumerian
Yeah.
kind of runs it down mid, and the Millennium just is not enough damage to solo wave 8.
Maybe it's a funnel strategy, like he's just sending the leak gold right into XGod.
Well, is XGod holding? Because his slaps are about to run out. He's
oh,
now a single
that's-
target unit.
Okay, so he holds. He
He
needs
holds.
he needs a slap refresh right now, though.
He won't cover though.
Yeah?
Yeah, and Fine got away with murder. Look at that. He's
Yeah,
playing
yeah.
Yeah.
Bounty Hunter and he gets the stacks here. He can just KP next, and that bounces him
Yeah.
back into the game
And I
while
think
keeping.
they can just play for straight 12 here, no? Or well,
Yeah.
it looks like they're going income once, but
I
maybe.
think 12 may be hard into the potential double honey flower.
Yeah, that's true. I guess I just feel like the rest of his units are so useless.
I'd rather say 11 though, if they
Yeah,
want to
11
make a
could
play.
work,
But
yeah.
then there's DR, but maybe
Yeah.
maybe not kinging here, and then
Yeah.
putting some pressure on the 11, so you force the enemy to
Yeah.
DR over Battle Scars or the Dark Market is actually a lot of value. Like denying Black Market or Battle Scars is in itself very, very important. Like you want the Battle Scars with this.
Yeah, and I feel like the reason I want to go 12 is because we don't have 13 answers. Like, we have God 12 units, and we have no 13 units, and they have God 13 units. So if we can play around 12, 15, we should probably win this game.
Yeah, yeah. You can also try 11, 14 if you're fine and
Yeah.
with it. But yeah, I agree.
Like,
with
slightly
you.
worse into, like, the God. Like, I feel like if you get to... I mean, it's not like you have great 15, but I feel like when you're ahead, you can just have more value usually. And
Yeah.
So then you can play... I mean, to be honest, I like Fine's units a lot more in 15. Like, he will not... Like, his power curve, I guess, is a lot more favored towards, like, 15, probably. Because then he can actually have DPS with the Disciple, and he has probably the best tank unit out of everyone.
Yeah, I suppose. But I think at the same time, currently, Sagittarius and XGod's roles are just a bit more versatile. With those two units, you're kind of covered on pretty much every single wave. And then with this unit, you're strong until wave 15. except for maybe wave 12, which is covered by your other units. But I think Pavadin and Fine just need to skip to pressure. You don't even need to leak. You don't even need to play around full sending.
Can't let them Giga push with the Sovereign Spike.
Yeah, exactly. Because if you get to, let's say, wave 17, that's looking very good for Pavadin and Fine. Pavadin
17, 19, you probably win.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I think right now the game is just about keeping your opponent in check for Fine and Pavadin and getting to the late game.
Probably a pretty good black market angle. Very chill, and you're not really scared of 11-12 with your units.
I think X-Vent are probably quite scared of 12, to be honest. I mean, they are going to start building boom trees here, but their builds really don't look great on 12. And sure, X-God can have one death cap, but he's already rolled that flower away, so he can't have more.
Yeah, but obviously Pavadin doesn't know that.
Battle Scars, so trying to stack up his Kingpin a bit. Battle Scars, I mean, this is probably going on the bunk, right?
Oh, double Dark Ritual, actually.
Wow.
So this meta and X-God, they are feeling the pressure. And this is exactly what you were saying, Fake One. They're bullying them away from those scaling spells, forcing them to take the big gold injection instead. So, I mean, sure, it's a nice chunk of change right now, but both Black Market and Battle Scars would scale much better for these players.
They just go income. Yeah, because they saw the DR, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
that's what I thought.
This X-God, I feel like X-God and Saturn probably should just save then and play for 14.
Yeah, they skip. Yes, I think they skip, and they could even play for 13 here.
Yeah, 13 could be reasonable.
Definitely looks promising. They don't really have any great units in the role either, so they can't... Obviously, this meta and X-God don't know this, but Pavida and Fine don't have options to like drop a Doomsday or a Phoenix or something on 13.
I don't like where that Mudman is.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to tank.
I mean, he's going to tank. It's just kind of weird later that, like, if you have to build more units, like... But I guess he can farm the Battle Scars on it this way.
Yeah, true.
By the way, I'm so surprised he went Battle Scars.
Yeah, I feel like I would just go Black Market without, like, a true attack speed scaler. Like, he is scaling the HP really efficiently, right? Kingpin and Mudman.
Yeah, sure.
Be good, but I feel like Black Market is the gun in this game, right? Like, what are they supposed to do if you make it to Black Market?
Yeah.
Like,
but
then they could have done this
here.
double income, and what could Saturn and X-God do? Like, long save against Black Market? Like, you probably just lose the game, right?
Yeah. They do know about the Battle Scars already, though, right? So they know it's not a Black Market game.
Well, yeah, now they're a lot happier, for sure. I feel,
I think the game is good in a very good spot for X-God and this
they have the angle. I think the main thing is, like, if they can't actually get a meaningful leak, then they will instantly lose the game. But
that's what I was going to say. Like, you say that they're in a good spot, but Fine and Pavida are both on value. They have double the income of their competitors, so the longer this save goes, the more important it is that they get some serious damage.
I think they have to go here, no?
I feel like if you go here, I don't know. I have no idea. I feel like it has to be 15, but I'm not sure.
They do. They pulled the trigger.
Going 15 into Dread Knights. 15 into Dread Knight, 15 into Starcaller. I feel like those units can be very annoying.
Yeah, I know. I agree.
They have pulled the trigger here on 14, though, so we've got triple Ogre from X-God. We've got double from this meta. He looks like he can send a third as well if he wants to. We don't see a Harden yet on the Golem, so will Fine make the read.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a bit of a flip because
I mean, obviously, if you harden and they don't send, you're like, well, we lost the game. But if you don't harden, you're also and they send. But the thing is, you skip, so you probably are slightly inclined to harden here. But
yeah, I would.
Okay, he did not.
All right. I mean, they're both still on value, right? So even without the Income King here on 14, they have a ton of value in their lanes. Like, no harden, sure, but they're going to kill a decent chunk of the wave. The first Ogre goes down already in Fine's lane, but now his backline is crumbling under the pressure of the Ogres in the wave. And this will be a pretty sizable leak there for Fine. That's 96% on him. Pavided is doing better. Still 73 there. And they have a max HP, fully upgraded King with Kingsguard on top.
Yeah.
Ram Pam Pam. I don't know. Is this enough? Because remember, they saved here.
Yeah, and I think
Yeah,
now
sure.
it's all about getting to 19 eventually, right? Like, that's gotta be the wave you can see you win. Well,
The income
That's
resend.
surprising.
well now
no?
17 is, well,
Yeah.
actually, I mean, yeah, you probably just want to go 17, 19 and try and end the game that
Exactly.
way.
I'm so super surprised they incomed here. I thought 100% of the cases you skip here and try and force 16 just because you have this
Yeah,
thing.
you have the
It's
Kaboom
insane.
and
And also this guy, and
yeah.
at the same time Pavided, like
I mean-
80% of his high value is impact.
I feel like you
I'm very
can-
surprised.
You can't income if you're gonna end up being plus 400, right? Unless Sadger thinks he's he's stashed as well. But
Oh, he's
if
stashed as
Sadger
well,
can hold
okay.
17, then this is chill. But I think Fine should just
Crazy.
turbo Omega push and try and destroy him on 17.
I mean,
Yeah.
using the stash
And
as
if
well.
you count
Like,
the stash, why
this-
income?
this is a real bad misfire, right? It's like, I don't know why they were so convinced the Send was coming here on 15. They have really quite strong builds for 15.
Yeah, like, not like they have God units, but they should do okay with their value and they just sent.
Yeah, but that income send on 15 really opens them up for 17, like you were saying.
Yeah. I mean,
And
Sadger is
what
gonna
was
be
a
on
very-
value.
What was a very close
Yeah.
game now to me feels heavily favoured for Ram Pam Pam. I know Jules still thinks it's pretty much neck and neck, but I would rather be in Ram Pam Pam's shoes right now.
I guess I'm curious why Fine doesn't push more.
Maybe they feel like he has to be the holder. I'm not sure. Maybe
But
they feel like he's the
it's like-
stronger player. Yeah, I know. You don't have
Yeah,
to
yeah.
convince me. I'm just trying to look for whatever
I guess
they're
maybe they
thinking.
think X-God can actually hold, but his tank value is about to be head chef.
Yeah, I think X got leaks just because those softs don't get to pop and deal too much damage. I think Saji probably holds,
Yeah, I mean,
but then
what-
again,
Like,
can you
what do
skip?
I mean, you could just play for skip here. That's also reasonable. And if you think they're gonna crumble and income,
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think
No,
Fine
they
and
may
Pavided
go.
always have to go, but I'm not sure if this meta sucks and X got skip. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they
Do
don't
skip.
skip.
Okay.
And that's a
pretty
flip. That's a
ballsy,
flip.
yeah.
I'm not sure I like this because
I
you
mean-
know X God's leaking here. Like if the send comes, X God's 100% leaking here, and then
all
where do you
inside,
go? Where do you go?
Yeah,
Do you
the
go
problem is like
18?
you can't skip 19, right? And you never want to send 19. So if you're going 18,
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, 18 could work. They're quite overpushed for like
But-
if you end up holding, but if you give them a bunch of gold, oh my god.
Yeah, it's gonna be like 500 gold, maybe more, right? If X God leaks.
I
It's
think
just
he
gonna be
maybe
so
wanted to
much
boost
gold.
the Orchid because this GK is a tricky customer. I mean, he has the Disciple, to be fair, but
Lemurian insta-dead there in this meta's lane. I mean, the
Yeah.
Sovereigns are going to slap. So with the mana regen as well and the attack
Yeah.
speed boost, they get to full mana very, very quickly. And that AoE
my
is
God.
dealing a ton of damage for X-God,
broken.
actually.
Oh,
Holy!
That is just illegal.
Is it a
when,
machine?
when
Wait,
when do you go versus this?
did we count X-God out too soon?
yeah, like he kind of I did.
He is leaking, though.
I guess it's just a complete raid boss unit. Minus 1k and he's holding this. I mean, the send
Yeah.
is like slightly worse against him because the 4 eyes never really get to the Sovereign, right?
Yeah.
But I mean,
Crazy.
I
Now
was
the
looking at
save
X-God's
looks really
lane and
good.
thinking, like, absolute
that's-
despair. He's playing full
That's
Swift.
GG.
And the best thing he can add on 17 is 7
Yeah.
Bone Crushers, and the guy just nearly full holds. But here we go, guys. It's time for the counterattack. Wave 18, a huge chunk of Mythium coming out here from X-Vent Horizon. Will Ram Pam Pam be able to hold here? If not, I think this game will go the way of X-Vent Horizon.
yeah, Champion is broken. Holy moly, that Sovereign is completely juiced.
I was unaware with your game, Sovereign.
Yeah.
Sorry, unfamiliar.
Maybe the send. I mean, I would imagine there is a send that would leak him harder, but it's
No, I'm
always
not
hard.
sure. Honestly,
I think-
it's kind of crazy because like I was implying at wave, I don't know, 10, that the build quality for Xcot and Sagittarius is just so much better, but then at the same time, I thought wave 17 is when this thing becomes slightly obsolete because he has no tank value, right?
Yeah.
But then it pops, then just deletes the wave instantly.
Yeah.
And here we have Fine's
Wait.
lane is
Hang on
crumbling under the pressure. 119% leak there, but Pavided, we're talking about miracle holds. He's minus 800 value. His Dread Knight is still chipping away at the wave. 2 stacks of Battle Scars helping that thing to pop. Does kill every wave creep. Will, I think, still be leaking a couple of witches? Or is Daphne just
No, I think
too
he's
cracked?
holding. He says to Daphne's up.
He's holding. What the hell is happening in this game?
What?
What is this game?
What a beast.
And Rampampam, we were thinking they were going to die here, but in fact they barely take any king damage.
But now what? 21?
Now it's 20, no?
Yeah.
No,
I
it's
guess...
just 20. You cannot skip 20.
Yeah.
Not
okay.
with those builds.
I
Anyway.
looked at the values.
Yeah.
So who's supposed to push? Because Ekgod's already completely pushed.
If the game
Yeah,
is
so
coming down to
Sagittarius?
20, by the way, I kind of like the chances of the guy who has an Iron Scales with 4 stacks of Battle Scars,
And he has
with a
Starcaller,
Golem with another
Yeah.
3, with the double Starcaller.
Archer.
I think Fine definitely has the best Wave 20 build.
And he just straight up has the most value as well now, right?
Yeah.
But everyone is trying to hold here. Like, Exod and Saturday are both building. I mean, it's to be fair, they have reasonable units like Disciple, Canopies. I mean, the one bad thing is like the 20 trees and the 20 crushers, but
Yeah.
tank value is tank value.
I
He
think
does, yeah,
the,
he's the most
the
mythic,
Xcot
for sure.
push could make a difference here. Xcot is never holding. If there's a wave, this Sovereign unit is really not that good, this wave 20.
But it claps the sense.
It should clap the sounds,
Um,
yeah, that is true.
It may not kill the shaman.
If you send witches, then yeah, but like...
Well, actually,
Shaman is very tanky, you know?
Another wave that the
versus
Sovereign's not that great on, by the way, is
it
number
actually
19.
looks like they would have just died to a recent.
Yeah. That's a 75 gold shot
That's a
down, by the
75
way, just to
value,
add insult
yeah.
to injury.
Okay, Shaman GK Pack, Shaman 4-Eye Kraken, Shaman Needler. I don't know. I have no idea what's gonna happen.
Yeah, this is wild.
I mean, just by values alone, Saji should be the longest to hold. He's receiving
No,
the
he-
smallest stamp, and he is
for-
the highest value.
Isn't he not the highest value? I mean, he is definitely getting the smallest set, but Poeta has like
Oh, no,
400
right.
battle scar stacks.
he doesn't really have any
Yeah.
synergy, though, for this
Yeah,
meta,
but, like,
right? Like, he
in
has
general-
no auras, he has... I mean, sure, Doomsday's good, but he has a ton of steeds with nothing worth
Yeah, I
putting
agree,
the
I
mana
agree.
into.
I agree. I'm talking on a delay, but I think
Yeah.
Fine's build is just so insane. No, he
The
like
same with
if there's
Poeted.
Yeah, with
I
the
mean,
full
yeah, both of
Hardy
their
as
builds are
well, like,
insane.
I think
Yeah.
Fine probably has the best chance to hold.
yeah, if there's any, yeah, I would agree. If there's anyone who holds, I think it's Fine.
He does receive the bigger send, though, by some margin.
Yeah.
And his raid boss is going down. The front line here of Fine is starting to die, but the Starcallers are still putting in the absolute damage there. This meta leaks very quickly, but Xgod
Fine
and
holds the
race.
they're just dead, right?
Surely
Yeah.
they are. No, I'm not sure. Are they?
It's
One boss
close.
dies
guys?
very quickly. Wait!
Ah!
X-Men live! Rampam die! What a crazy finish to the game. I thought for sure this meta and Xgod were dead there, but no. They make it through by the skin of their teeth with a super clutch race here on Wave 20. Wow. Wow. What do you guys
What
think
a
about
game.
that ending?
What a game!
I was wrong 400 different times that game, I think.
Yeah. I thought for sure Fine was going to hold. I mean, he did hold the longest, right? He delayed.
Yeah, but he was also
yeah.
towards the bottom of the lane, so it didn't actually buy that much time
Yeah.
relatively. I mean,
I
mean,
also wonder if it's ever just full scales. I'm not sure what he built. Well, let me quickly check from wave.
I think he
8.
added a couple disciple, maybe.
He
Not
added
sure.
one disciple, one mudman, and then
Tough
Omni
to say.
Badgers. Maybe he just needed to push a bit more to leak Sagittarius a bit faster and then a bit heavier as well, and that wins them the game.
It's hard though
It's-
because he
yeah.
was always he was also holding the longest, right? So,
Yeah, so
if he
if
pushes
Weedon
more to break
pushes more,
Saji, then he
maybe.
leaks faster, and yeah, it's tough.
It was a weird situation where neither team wanted to commit anyone to a Sui, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Maybe there's a world where Pavetta doesn't push at all because XGOT is likely to push into Fine, and then XGOT's build is kind of bad on wave 20. I don't know.
But
It's
then they were
it's
gonna
so hard
live,
to
right?
call. I'm not sure actually.
I guess I don't even remember what I was looking at on the left side. I mean, but we did instantly into Sandbox to check it. I respect that.
Yeah, such a crazy game though. Such a crazy game, no?
Yeah, really, really crazy, and
Holy.
it absolutely came down to like a needle between the two teams. Like, it's really
Pussy.
fitting actually, given that we had game 1 and game 2 kind of stompy either way. Like, one side for Xvent, the next game went really heavily in favor of Rampampam, and then game 3 was just so close, absolute roller coaster of a game, back and forth. One team in the lead, then the other, and then for it to end with this super, super exciting race on wave 20. What a great ending to the series. That was something.
Crazy. But it's I think it's just super hard to play in Rampampam spot versus Saji and XGOT's builds. Like when there was really not a good way for them to go. It appears that 17 wasn't even good. So the first
17
big
looked
wave-
good, right? 17 looked good, but those sovereigns
like-
just went insane.
Yeah, I think
I
you
mean-
probably have to sandbox the 17 to see if there's a real send there. Because if there is,
Yeah,
then
agree.
that's the actual angle. But I mean,
Agree.
it looks hard to come up with the send because I mean, we all looked at the send and was like, yeah, it seems all right.
Yeah, I would have gone the similar double 4i, double GK.
I wonder if you just go full damage versus that build.
But the thing is, if you send like imps, right, the sovereign
Yeah,
pops
they're
and
doing-
just obliterates them.
I don't
Uh,
know. I have
8
no
imps are
idea.
just dying in seconds as soon as the sovereigns pop off.
Yeah, but how do you make the call, right? It's like
Yeah.
you're in the game because we're sitting here nice and comfortably and we're just talking about it, right? But you're in the game and they started saving at, was it wave 9 or wave 10?
Yeah.
And then realistically, when do you go? You cannot go 11 because there's DR and also enemies on value. You cannot go 12 because
Well, I
they
think-
both took DR, no?
I think their line made a lot of sense if they had one of them at least had clicked black market because I feel
Yeah,
like
I agree.
if you go black market, you income 12, you can just spam income king until they send. And
I
then
agree.
you literally will never. Well, you may. I mean, I would doubt that you can leak with plus 1 trillion gold, and then you're just should be in a better spot than them. But like, maybe you solved the problem to leak them later.
I would have liked Fine to take the black market. I think Pavadet benefits insanely from the battle scars, even though his first 2 stacks went onto the Haven over the DK, which is terrible. Like for your game plan, obviously.
Yeah.
But then I don't know. It's a very hard spot to find yourself into. Like I've had this situation multiple times in ladder games and also a few times in Nova Cups, and it's just you're saving, and then you slowly feel that there's never a play because income kinging, if they skip, you just lose most of the times. As we saw here, definitely not that obvious because everything went down afterwards. But like, if you don't skip, then you have to have a plan. And here, I don't think there's a reasonable plan to be had. You know, it's just with the way, and they also cover each other's weak waves, right? You could say XGOT is maybe not that good 15. So if you want to go for the crazy 10 to 15 or 9 to 15 skip, sure. But then Sagittarius is very good wave 15 with the Doomsday tanking for the Lumerian potentially. So it's so hard to make the play. And I think I actually like their line. I think skipping till 12 was actually good, but then it turns out it wasn't. Crazy.
Because of the DR, yeah. I mean, you say that their play was hard, and I agree. But they made the best of it, right? Like this was a race. They were seconds away.
I think so.
Actually, were they? Because both bosses were already dead on the side of Xvent. Were they going to survive? Maybe.
I'm
not sure.
I have nothing.
We'll have to
If
check
there's
the
a
VOD,
foray-
but I think there was only
If there's a
like
foray, maybe not.
2 shamans alive, in which case they probably live. So maybe it wasn't a race at all.
So crazy.
Yeah.
such a crazy game.
Yeah, absolutely crazy game. Really, really fitting end to a very, very fun series. Super well played to all 4 players. Congratulations go to Xvent, of course. So this meta and XGod, they do make it through to the grand finals, where they will be meeting Drakia and FC Lucy. So Barnish Kieran, that's last month's champions. They are back. So will XGod and this meta be enough to take them down? Well, we're going to find out, guys, after the break. So don't go anywhere. We'll have a quick 10 minutes now, casters and players, just to refresh, and then we will get straight into those grand finals. Until then, I will leave you with a random Nick Tier banger. I'm not sure which one yet, but we will see you in around 5-10 minutes time. Until then, Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. You are here now for the grand finals, and it is none other than Drakir and Lucy, our reigning champions, facing off against X-Vent Horizon. That is, of course, this meta and XGod 37. What a banger of a finals, guys. Any predictions from my co-casters?
I'll let Toffma go first.
I'll root for Drac and Lucy.
Okay.
So am I, by the way. When I was getting into the game, when I was still like a very new player to the game, I watched one of the Nova Cups that were on. It was a couple of years ago, and I was super impressed by Drakir, and I thought he was like the best player ever, you know, because he like it was like one of the first games, like quote unquote professional games, and to this day I think he's one of the most versatile players on the ladder, and I love the way he plays, so I'm rooting for them. And also this would be their, I believe, 4th win in a row.
Oh,
so
wow.
July, I think.
Yeah,
so July it was Drac Lucy versus Joke and Elliot, if you remember. Very interesting final, which they won. Then August was them versus Fine and Sagittarius, and then September was the same matchup. So I think this would be their 4th win in a row. Not sure if we've ever had 4 wins in a row.
I think King of the Widow may very well have done that back in the day. Yeah.
I feel like they only got to 3, and then they just either didn't play or lost.
Okay.
Since I started watching, so the last 3.5 years, I don't think it's been done.
Well, in that case, this is a pretty hype tournament now for Drac and Lucy. Will they be the first team to reach 4 cups in a row? Or will XGod and this meta have something to say about that? I think because both of my co-casters are going for Drakir and Lucy, I'm going to have to say this is an X-Vent Horizon victory. Just to break that streak. It's never been done before. There's no way they can do it this time around, right? It's got to be XGod and this meta, surely.
Surely.
Oh, Drakir whipping out his dev logo in the chat just to flex on him.
Yeah. Also for Sagittarius, this is the 3rd final in a row, so you know, third time's the charm or something. He's now exchanged Fine for XGod.
Yeah. I mean,
so
it turns out
maybe that's the crucial difference.
Yeah, Sanji, I guess, got the better end of that deal. Like, Fine swapped him out for Pavided and got knocked out by them in the semi-finals. So quite poetic justice there, right?
Actually, the last Nova Cup winners before Drac and Lucy supremacy reign were the newcomers, the new kids, Pakistan, RQS, and the fake one.
Couple of real beasts there, right?
Holy!
Okay, guys, here we go. The grand finals is here. We have X-Vent Horizon on the left, Barnish Kieran on the right. Hopefully Bosun's proud of my pronunciation there. Game number 1. Let's go!
Uh-oh. The dev hacks don't seem to be working perfectly.
Drakir?
What do you mean? That's a genius YOLO roll. Oh, actually, you know what?
It's playable, yeah.
It is playable, but
it's very cheesable, by the way. When you have, at least for me, when I have this sort of a role, I initially think of 2 things. I enable, or is there a way I can somehow make this work by cheesing, right? And you have the Tree of Life, Canopy, or... I mean, I would rather go Warpwing as an opener. I think it's very good here.
Yeah.
I would honestly be tempted to do a 3-worker Canopy.
Yeah.
I know it's like low push, but it really sets you up for the next 6 waves.
Yeah. I mean, you could also do the 3-worker Kaboom.
Yeah, all that.
Yeah, I was thinking that, by the way, I had the same idea. But I think going Warpwing, your 5 workies onto...
Yeah, you're a little happier.
You can add... Yeah, you can add Willishroom on 3 as well.
XGod going for some crazy builds, but he just has Photomask.
Oh, he's doing it. But he has 4 workers, so he can't go boom.
Yeah, I think he's gonna go for... I don't think that's a boom. I think that's a Tree of Life Canopy in the making.
Okay.
And I like that. I think if you have a role like this, and you can guarantee a weird angle, in the game. Potentially, wave 6 to wave 8 or something like that, with you yourself having a crazy value unit. Why not?
And Sagittarius, I think I've seen him play this opener with cash out like 3 or 4 times now in the Nova Cup finals.
Lucy
he always
is
does
getting
really well.
snailed here on 2, and with the best thing that she can add being triple Chain Fist,
Yeah.
I don't think she's going to be holding.
I'm not
sure.
May be enough? I don't know.
Intuition says no. But you never know with Gateguard spawns.
Yeah. If the Gate Guard gets out enough dogs, obviously it's a hold, but the right side is crumbling under the pressure of the snail, now wrapping back around to the left. Will it summon? It will not, so the wave is on the Gate Guard. It will go down, and this will be a pretty decent leak here, wave 2 for Lucy.
Got him.
It's not terrible.
50%. That was a pre-income snail, by the way, so very value there for this meta.
And it can be a resend of 60, so Lucy has to play safe and stay 5 workers. I mean, Megamind Castle and getting sent by this cash out opener is just a bit unlucky, I think.
Yeah.
And Sagittarius are actually going to go 4 to put even more pressure. I mean, this is just really annoying.
Oh, and Lucy goes for the Shroom here as well, so she's full impact damage. Wave 4 is going to be deadly.
Yeah, Fiend is coming.
Yeah, fortunately she has the Infiltrator to offset that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's definitely not the start you want when you're playing Castle. Your opponent's starving, you have such a low starting income.
Zero here from Drek, by the way.
Here does get the 60 out though, and this meta he's pretty heavily undervalued. Double Aqua is pretty juicy, does also open up the hoppers to get one shot by the Whirlybird. So wait, is this just a hold?
Yeah, it's just a snack.
Yeah.
My god, the Whirlybird is broken.
Yeah, Whirlybird Aqua has been one of the nastiest combos since release, and it's actually double brute here into, dare I say, the 2 most brutable builds I've ever seen on Wave 4.
Yeah, Lucy does have brute snipe potential there with the Infiltrator. I assume she's going to.
Does have
she
a
boosts.
secret power here. We'll see if it's enough.
Yeah, the power of value.
But
that's
Lucy,
the most broken one.
Lucy does look like she's headed for a quick trip.
Oh, Lucy, I'm fairly certain is going to get destroyed here.
Let's see how this Warpoint tanks, because it's tricky with how he is built. Yeah.
It's not tanking.
And the Wildshroom gets completely one-shot.
Yeah.
So that's a leak for sure.
Down.
Yeah.
Treant not too far behind.
We're also looking at another leak here. I mean, second summon is nice, but probably only kills 1 more.
Oh, maybe. Wait.
65% there for Lucy.
Okay, value is too broken.
And value is indeed broken. How much damage can the Warpwing reduce? Quite a lot is the answer, but not enough. He will still be leaking the brute.
Okay.
That's a difference.
Yeah, I mean, that's difference between like a couple
holding.
percent on the king, right?
Yeah, that's a difference between holding and not. Yeah. It's actually very meaningful. If you think about it, how much gold the brute? I think it's 18 gold for the brute, or even more, 20 something for the brute.
It's 18,
It's very high.
18. It's the same. It's the Fiend reward gold, right? Or the Fiend income gold.
Yeah. So they played around with it quite a lot lately. So I'm not sure 100%, but I think so. Yeah.
But really good spot for X-God and Saggy. I mean, 8 workers, both pretty strong builds to scale into, and the Castle player is straight up not having a good time.
Yeah, but they're getting skipped, and I think they're gonna get pressured into
7 probably.
Yeah, but there's the mask, right? So
yeah, I mean, you could go for just like income into X-God because it is the cartel, right?
Yeah, but you don't know that.
Yeah. You won't know for sure. Actually, it's kind of weird to me that he's bought a power source somehow, but
I've had that a lot when I was playing Cartel lately, so I'm not sure what's the reason for
just
it.
income, but I mean, income is definitely the right call, as we can see. And I mean, Lucy does have the option to go. Well, she's not getting a sense, so it probably can't ever happen. But like, you can be kind of cheeky here if you like send a little bit on 6 just income, and then if you get to push into a wave 8 mimic, like you can destroy the overpush on 7. But X-God may just play for bunk to come out on 8 or 9, and he'll be fine.
Yeah, I personally love going Mimic on 8 versus non-Tantrum Mask.
Yeah, I mean, people just always overpush on 7, right?
Yeah, they just always think, oh, I'm Pota Mask on 8. It's just so free.
Where's the Poda?
He's fine. He's fine. He's got the value.
She potent.
She potent.
So probably
skipped,
wave
by
8,
the way.
right? Yeah.
Talking about wave 8 though, Lucy's board is essentially
Yeah.
full impact damage right now. So
Look at that Disciple.
yeah, she has Disciple, but they don't know about that one yet. So I think wave
Yeah.
8 looking very, very appealing for X-Vent Horizon as well.
And Drak can't get the thing. Like, he may play the
Drak-
shift here so he can get big warp. Oh, never mind. He's just going double warp here.
Yeah, but that's a shift, no?
Oh, he's shifting for Firelord. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
I think. Or for this.
Yeah, I
that's
mean, he could just go
actually
big
better.
warp. I guess I would feel like it's weird if you're shifting with the second warp wing to end up building.
Yeah, but I guess he has. He
I mean,
doesn't really have
yeah.
good choices for here, no?
Yeah, he can't really do much better. So
That's
just Drak kind of trying to scale a bit here with the Income King. I think it makes sense, right? Like, he actually did end up in a decent spot. So if he can hold and do well, and while Lucy kind of just saves a bit more, it should be looking good for them. But here he's gonna have to deal
Here
with
come
that.
the Sens. We've got Pack Leader coming out from X-God. Drakea's lane not looking too bad though, honestly, with the double
Yeah.
warp wing. Presumably
Yeah.
one of those
Maybe
gets the upgrade here.
And this Lucy
And
gets the
it's-
Buddha-Do? She does not.
She does not. So only income
That's-
into X-God, who should be doing fine in that case. Like, you were saying that
Yeah.
the mask can be overwhelmed on 8, but against an income send, I think X-God's going to be doing absolutely fine. We want to keep eyes then on Drakea and Lucy's lane, both of them receiving pack leaders here on wave 8. Lucy, I'm kind of surprised, did not go for the boosted Orchid, honestly. I mean, sure,
Yeah,
the Disciple is fine, but I think the boosted Orchid is more power on the board right now.
Yeah, I think it's more just like a build thing, like she just doesn't want to. And she may know that she showed Orchid and Sagittarius could send against it.
Yeah.
Kind of unlucky that one of the gate guards just ran it down.
The pack
before
leader
the
dies
Canopy.
super quickly, though.
Yeah.
I guess it still did its job. Canopy is dying. All of the melee
Dracul?
units now dead in Lucy's lane. The Disciple
It's
will not
pretty
last
close,
too much
right? I don't
longer.
think it full, right? Or is this unit just turbo?
Void
No, it
Manta
doesn't-
is broken, but it looks like not quite broken
Got his
enough.
guy.
That's still a 42% leak on Drakea. This meta,
I said the
meanwhile,
only hold there.
leaking quite small to a double snail. But a decent chunk of king damage coming in here. X-Vent Horizon looks like they're starting to pull a little bit of an early lead in this first game.
Yeah, they're happy for sure about that. And if you
Yeah, but-
look at their builds, there's kind of a wave 12 like angle, perhaps. Now, obviously,
No
there's
way.
Lone, but like Drac
Yeah.
and Lucy don't look too good there right now.
And with the skip right now, you definitely can't go straight, right?
Yeah,
So there's gonna be.
May not be possible.
Yeah, it's probably 10 all around, I would suppose. This is pretty bad on 10. And obviously, X-God's build is not looking very appealing on 10 anyway.
Yeah, I mean, Drac didn't really push too much, right?
Yeah,
He's-
Drak's going
he's
for the
shifting
power
over
of value to hold wave 10 for
Yeah,
sure.
that's what I'm telling you. It's and the ladder is the same. A big send, no one pushes, and everyone shifts gold.
Yeah. I
It's
mean,
just-
if there was
it's very effective.
there was another upgrade for the Void Manta, he could build that, but
Well, what do you build if you're Drag? Do you just build gates
Fire?
and accept?
or gate, yeah, maybe start transition towards gates. Hard to say. I mean, Lucy going with a mole here, Drac going with income.
Here just taking income. X and this meta both send full though.
Double gate maybe? Or what? His gold.
Yeah.
Oh man, YOLO is just.
Holy, this is a YOLO diff. If I've
I
ever
I
Cruel
mean,
and
seen
Fickle
one.
sell
Mistress.
speed, sell Wild Shroom, build Canopy, I guess.
Oh,
Whoa.
no
I mean, that
way.
doesn't look
What
good
is it?
either.
He's just trying to find some way to spend his gold. Though. That's the thing.
Two
My
trade?
lord.
Okay, he negotiated.
Yeah.
I mean, selling the Treant that's already weak is fair. Ooh, kind of weird aggro here with the.
Oh
Pack-
no,
Oh,
the warp wing's dying super fast as well,
And
and
then
now the
the
melee
melee creeps are
creeps
gonna do
attacking the
something
pack
stupid,
leader,
yeah.
which they cannot kill. This is a disaster for Drakea.
Can Lucy hold though? It's
89% leak.
Oh, God.
Lucy's Disciple does not get off that final spell. That's a 43% leak for her as well. XGod and this meta both leaking, but much smaller on that side. Varnish Kieran, however, their King HP taking another beating here on wave 10, dropping sub 20% already.
How do you play against Overworked 12 now?
The fun part is, XGod and this meta sucks didn't really push for the overwork play. Look at that, he's only 28 workies up.
They are giga undervalued. I was gonna say one option could be to just full resend if you anticipate the overwork play, but it's also a complete coin flip.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, in Drax and Lucy position, I would low-key just...
Yeah, the game feels kind of out of reach, right?
Yeah, especially, there's like a very, very high chance that the Pota player leaks full if you just full send, because...
I think there's a decent chance that the Pota player is leaking full to no send, by the way, like...
I think you would want that, though.
I mean, if there's a full send... Yeah, of course. Like, right now, yes, but if you full send, he unironically...
Oh, yeah, I mean, I agreed. I think it may have been worth to go for it, just because I don't think Drac can hold... I mean, his plan is to loan and hold, right? But I don't know if that's possible against this play.
I think he can.
He does have 4 trillion value, to be fair.
3 boom trees, or actually 2 boom trees and some tanks, and you're fine, no? Surely.
Yeah, it's optimistic, but yeah, boom trees is kind of
is insane on 12.
Yeah, and with the mana pumping from the steeds as well, I think he can do pretty well here.
I can become a believer.
Yeah, and Lucy's board is
farm XGod for gold. Yeah, Death Cap.
That's a surprise. They don't know about it.
Yeah, no Mole or anything. No Hermit.
They sent Pack into that as well, so that the wave is gonna evaporate very, very quickly.
But also Pack is great against like these type of units.
Yeah,
right?
true.
The Magician can maybe alleviate that a little bit, but
the Death Cap is still alive, actually. I thought it might just tank too much too soon, but still there, still dishing out the damage. Does go down now, but it did its job. Now the front line has crumbled in Lucy's lane. The Starcrawlers are getting isolated, but a pretty solid performance there. Drakia, however, easy hold against the 440. What a beast!
Unfortunately, he had to click loan to hold there, so his income is not looking as sturdy anymore, but he will take all that gold for sure. And yeah, I mean, there was a nice leak from Lucy there on the other side onto XGod.
Yeah, XGod actually has the worst leak here, 82%, and he had by far the smallest end, 240 lithium, with the biggest leak, while Drakia holding against 440.
What's the game plan now for Drac and Lucy? Because that...
I mean, he's on fire, like...
I think they're ahead.
He's in a very solid spot.
Yeah, and that's the thing with the current meta. If you hold, you get so much. It's actually disgusting how much gold you hold. I
mean, it's all about the bounties being reversed, right? So like if you kill Power Bricks, the swing is insane, right? Because you're minus income. They're minus income, you're plus gold, and then it's like the reverse is like complete opposite, right? It's like if you go income, it's pretty safe, right? Because you're not actually feeding.
Yeah, and at the same time, that was also an overwork on 12 play, which in general is somewhat risky because if it fails, you're stuck. Yeah, you're stuck on a long wave 12 with a third of your workies, I believe.
Yeah.
Very, very unfortunate.
And now Lucy has the only scaling Leisure spell as well, right? So her build will be the hardest. Oh god.
And also she has a very good income with the castle.
Yeah. It's kind of all coming together. Like she made it out of the early game and Drac saved them on 12, so now she can actually be in a really good spot as well.
I mean, she's also just getting infinite gold from XGod leaks as well, right? Like he leaked 80% on 12, he just leaked 50% to no send. I mean, Lucy, she's plus 75 here.
Yeah, 15 is looking solid here.
Just from the triple creep.
Oh, just 100 gold, yeah. I mean...
Yeah. Free money. And one thing I wanted to point out about Drac and Lucy is that this is something they do very, very often. I think they're one of the best teams at recognizing who is the carry, who has the carry role, and who has to sort of take the bullet, or at least try and get the other person there. Like, I've played so many games versus them where Drak just randomly goes Sui push onto you and puts a lot of pressure, and Lucy Giga scales, or the other way around. They're very versatile in this, and it's very hard to play against.
I think they're great at creating that unbalance when you feel like you're ahead, and then they can make it so that, I mean, there's someone in their team who's actually a real problem, and then you have some trouble closing it out.
I mean, that's exactly what happened this game, right? Like, X-Vent felt like they had a very, very strong early game. They were in a really nice position. And then all of a sudden, Drakir pulls off this miracle hold on 12, and Barnish Kieran are right back in it. In fact, I would say they're comfortably in the lead.
Yeah. And now that you spend so much time thinking about Drak being ahead, Lucy's in an insane spot now, too.
Yeah. With the castle, with a really nice carry roll. I think Lucy's in a fantastic position. But here we have a massive Wave 15 send coming out from everybody. X-God receiving 500.
Yeah, it may be. I think it maybe comes down to Sagittarius. I can't see X-God holding against the Kraken, right? He
can never kill the Kraken. Like,
there's not enough damage in this lane, right? It seems the Needler is just too strong.
It's close, but it's not enough. Yeah, they're dead.
X-God leaks
1.7. Well, Lucy's chilling. Drak does pretty reasonable, and
that's it. That's game.
That's GG.
They even have the Kraken to stun the king.
They stun the king. Yeah, let's see it.
Oh, good.
Wait, it just never gets focused. It's gonna stun the king, right, guys?
Wait, they're gonna live.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait.
Okay, we're back.
Okay.
I mean, they live.
What the hell?
They live, but at what cost? Like, they're so far behind now. So far behind. Lucy's on 125 gold shutdown. Drakir's on 100. They are just unassailable right now. How can X-God and this meta possibly come back into this game?
Yeah, it's a tough one. I'm not sure I see the angle. I mean, they're doing a Sui question mark play.
Yeah, I think game 2
is
the angle. Game 2 is the angle.
Game 2 is the angle. I am inclined to agree, actually. I mean, they're going for this kind of Sui play into 16. Drakir already has 3 Tree of Knowledge.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck 16, yeah. Surely you're breaking.
It's for 17, though.
17, sorry, 17. Surely you're breaking.
I think Lucy may also be a problem on 17.
Lucy is just never leaking again in this game, right?
Yeah.
By the way, those gates are so fast. Look at that.
Yeah, like you get so much value with the Magician's Dark Already.
Yeah, it's crazy. So the whole power budget of the unit is hidden in the period between the spawns, right? Like it is the way the unit's balanced. Here's a way to make it absolutely broken.
Yeah. Well,
she's only missing a white main or an ocean temple.
Yeah, like a +1 buff here would just.
Yeah, it would just go so hard.
I mean, she doesn't need it, guys. Lucy's in an insane spot. She's plus value. The Suicide Send is coming in here on wave 17, but I don't see Lucy leaking. I mean, Drakir's really good on this wave as well.
He might not even leak as well. Neither is kind of questionable into his build.
It's all or nothing here for X-Vent Horizon. If this send does not work, then they have absolutely zero chance of winning this first game in the series. The sends are decent, given it was a one-wave skip, but it's just not going to be enough. Lucy's value is more than enough. She makes this hold look super easy, and even Drakir, that is a hold as well. Here comes the counter-attack. X-God and this meta, I think they are resigned to their fate. There's very little they can do to survive this.
I think there was legit more value on Lucy and Drak's board after the wave is finished than when the wave started.
Yeah. That is the power of gates.
Legit. Yeah. And it's, once again, it's so hard to play in the current meta, right? One mistake, one too aggressive attempt on wave 12 when the enemy goes lone, and you're out of the game. It's so crazy. It's like the meta is very, very hard in terms of making, because at the same time the decision could also be insane, right? If Drakir doesn't hold there, you just extend your lead and you essentially close out the game. Whether they die or not, you just win. So it's like very small margins, and coming back to a game from that spot is super, super hard. So kudos to Drak and Lucy for recognizing what they have to do. They played very well. I think they were in a losing spot and they found their way out.
Yeah, for sure. I completely agree. Xvent were looking so strong in the early game, and it just flipped the game on its head. And here we have it. Barnes Kieran do take the first game of the series. So very, very well played to those guys. And if we take a quick look at the graph, I mean, that tells the picture very, very nicely. Massively ahead are Xvent until that disastrous Wave 12, which completely flips the game on its head. And from there on out, Drakir and Lucy are in control. And they pilot it home to victory very, very nicely. So that's kind of the real difficulty, isn't it, of playing a team like Drakir and Lucy. Even when they're behind, they can play to their outs. Let's say they had a, 25% chance to win that game, right? They see the line, they play towards it, and then once they're back in control of the game, they will not put a foot wrong. You know, they won't slip up, they won't make a mistake, they play it safe, they guide the game onto the sends that they want. They stay on value, all the rest of it, what they need to do, and they do not give their opponents a chance to come back into the game. And it's just really, really nice to see how they can play from behind like that. So credit where due.
Yeah, but if you look at the way the game went, Drakir skipped 3 waves, 1 to 10, and he pretty much went income every single time. He was just trying to build on the already strong foundation of YOLO, high early income, and the added gold, right? So he's just trying to be relevant in the early game through value, through just increasing his income. And then Lucy was actually skipping waves. She skipped 4 waves, but she also sent Pyramercs. So even though she's the one with the better build, even though she's the one with the potential disciple magician angle, she's making everything in her power to let Drakir, get there to the point where she needs to be. So that's like the dynamic I was mentioning before. Even though Lucy is the one that, in the end, ends up the carry and is supposed to be the carry, it's on her to let Drak get her to the point. It's crazy how they understand each other.
Yeah. Really, really nice teamwork. And yeah, a very well-deserved first game going the way of Barnes Kieran. So the question now is, what can Xvent Horizon do to get back into the game? We have a surprise guest performance here from Fake One's cat. I mean, that's a pretty kitty.
Yeah.
Can we swap
She's just
casters?
going crazy. So she would own. If she was a caster, she would own, bro. She would be the best.
She might go a bit wild when the Nekomata starts meowing for the fish. But what are you thinking then, Fake One? So if you're on the side of Xvent Horizon, how do you play this game differently? Because remember, they were in the lead and they had it snatched away.
Yeah, I think obviously it's very easy to tell in hindsight, but if they just don't full 12 and Income King, or skip, by the way, which is also an option, they sort of prolong their superiority in that game. So I think going for aggressive Masterminds again would be a good option for them. I think Sagittarius, in my eyes, is a very good player when he gets a high income Mastermind. He's a very good Cartel player, he's good Aristocrat player, he's good like any of the higher income Masterminds. Other than that, he, I guess, plays Stash well. I'll give him that, but I'd rather have him on maybe and Cash Out as well, but that's also in a way high agency open. Yeah, it's not a high income, but it's like high agency. So I would like to have him on that, and I would go for the pressure again.
A little aristocrat off.
We have an aristocrat showdown, ladies and gentlemen. XGod mega minding into it, which is the same thing he did in the first series, by the way. And Drakir picking it. Drakir, though, has the skeleton, so I think I know who my money's on in terms of the aristocrat playoff.
Yeah, we do have the Pip start, unfortunately, which is quite a bit better than the Pota start, I think.
Unfortunately, Pota has been so obsolete since the addition of Pip as an
Okay, he's
Oh,
been-
Xgod actually re-rolled and found the skeleton for
Okay.
himself, so he
Oh,
can go
wow,
for the early
yeah.
tier 6.
I mean, that's huge for him. And Snail into Lucy.
I mean, Lucy's
and
kind
he
of on
also
the
has
giga
the
value.
best tier 6 possible for Aristocrat.
Which one is that?
Firelord, obviously. It's so broken 1 to 6. You can go 10 workers for free, and it's not even that bad on 7. The unit is just super powerful. I think Avenger is also not bad.
Mhm.
Like compare that to a a Gate or an LOD.
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
some
of
weaker.
course.
Yeah, Drakir
And
is
then
snailing
bank,
it, so...
bank is 280, and that's very annoying because you can't really get it with 5 workers. And bank also sucks to be an early opener choice. So
Weak on 6, right?
yeah, and it's very weak on 6. Like Firelord is weak on 7, but by that time
It's like
you-
pseudo weak, because if you can build some damage, he's still pretty tanky.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also the second thing is that by the time it becomes weak, you also have a lot of room to make your play. You can make a play on wave 5, you
Yeah.
can make a play on wave 6, and with bank, that leaves you sort of defenseless, because if you make a play on wave 5 and the enemy overbuilds, you could just get run over on 6. So it's like really not good. Shadow
here-
Dancer is also a pretty good one.
Here's the difference between the two Aristocrat openers, by the way, because, I mean, they're both leaking to the snails on 2. Xgod has had to stay 5 workers because, of course, he needs that tier 6. Drakir, I mean, he could even think about going 7. He already has 6.
Yeah, unfortunately, he needs to build something. That isn't a Harpy next, I think.
Yeah. Let's go
And-
for the pirate
Oh.
skeleton. Oh, a brute coming out, actually, from Lucy into this
Cheeky.
meta sucks.
Xgod is going for the Avenger because
Oh, he can't afford it?
He
He can't afford the Firelord. He has to go for the Avenger. The leak on 2 costing him more than he realised.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is
I think he would-
very tilting.
By the way,
5-worker Avenger than 4-worker Firelord, right?
how important is
course,
that
of
leak
course.
gold change in the early game? Because if Xgod got the 4 gold from Drakir's leaks, he would have been able to get the Firelord.
Oh my god, is he gonna...
Oh no! That is a penny leak. My god, 92% for this meta sucks.
Yeah. That's a
Very,
tough one.
very
His archer
fitting.
was like almost perfectly sniping it, and then
Yeah.
all the creeps came and it did 0 damage.
Yeah. Imagine that you're leading game 1 for 12 waves. You're basically low key like enjoying the win already because the game was so over, and then you lose in the most annoying way, and then game 2 starts and you get brooted and it leaves with 10 HP. Yeah, good luck to your mental, by the way. If
I
you're
mean,
a
game
tilter.
2 is basically going as badly as it possibly can for X-Vent Horizon.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Xgod also missed the Firelord. They're both tilted.
Yeah. And Drak has the double Skelliot. Do you think he's just gonna pop an early T6 with this? Or is he gonna go for the actual pirate to get some tank value on his board? Because his T6 is gonna be DK, right?
I like the Shadow Dancer. Yeah, it's good on 7 when obviously this is his weak wave, and it's fairly nice to sort of curve out your build. But then it's good on 8, and it's not even that bad on 9.
A lot of income from Sedri and Xgod. And Drak has... Whoa.
No, wait.
Nah.
Okay, I didn't see that one
What are
coming.
we cooking here? That's a
Um,
reroll, by the way. Catapult Boar, very strong. Legend.
Drakir showing off for the stream.
Yeah, I mean, if you're playing it, you're probably not expecting Boar on 5s, yeah. I mean, yeah. But he has to be a little mindful of the 6 resend now, right?
I don't know.
I have no idea how to
That's-
position early game with Boar.
Yeah, exactly. That's something you really see very, very rarely. Yeah, I don't know. I guess you just even the split and you're. No, wait, you can't really do that because you have no DPS, right?
Yeah.
Oh, what do you do here? But at the same time, you're
Harpies?
also expecting the send on wave 7.
Yeah.
So I guess you don't really prepare 6 that much.
Oh, this splits. I don't know, man.
No, it looks fine. It looks alright. It looks alright.
It's like 3-3, right?
Yeah. Yeah, obviously
Oh.
it's a bit harder if you get sent. Oh,
Yeah, Archer
Is there an
insta-dying
instant?
in this meta's lane.
May
He's
not
gonna
be
leak
instant,
a decent chunk,
right?
I think.
he's leaking. He's leaking.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
That's
not
not
he's
good.
even-
That's
that
actually low good.
focused. I mean,
Yeah,
it's a long
Wisp
way for
focus.
him.
He's leaking
and
half of the wave. Crazy. To a DT.
Yeah.
Maybe he kind of sort of protects X God's 8 by like forcing a long wave 6, so people want to send 7. Copium.
I think they wanted to send 7 anyway, but yeah, you would much rather see 1 creep leaked instead of 3.
Instead of 3, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 is like the barrier of pain for me. Like if I'm leaking 3 creeps on 6, I feel bad.
I mean,
2
this,
is whatever.
this meta sucks is having an absolute disaster in this game. He got destroyed on wave 3 by the brutes, the absolute worst case focus there. And wave 6 as well, pretty similar story. He's now down at the bottom of the power score in absolute despair territory.
Whoa. This is a crazy build.
building?
Alright? I'm here for it.
I'm not
mean,
even sure if that's good or not.
It looks.
It looks pretty good to me.
decent. I mean, it's like pretty much max range, right? And
Yeah, but it's kinda bad on 8. The thresholds are terrible for catapult on 8. And
Yeah.
then you can't
Oh, God.
really ever do a fully charged board, no?
yeah, I have no
Yeah,
idea.
true.
He's cooking.
Like it's definitely cooking. I appreciate that. But yeah, that because obviously in an ideal scenario, you get your catapult, I don't know,
Sovereign!
like here or somewhere, so you can do your fully charged boar.
Okay, wait. He's moving his. Let's see how this develops.
X-God is the first aristocrat to get that big 10 income power spike here on wave 8 with the Sovereign. So that kind of puts him in a fairly decent spot. The question now is whether anyone's going to go for a leak to the income sends, because Drakea's build is looking kind of sus on 8. But it's only a thing.
Yeah, but I think
Catapult is going for a walk.
Yeah.
missing crucial information. I think value is
Value is
Value.
good, yeah.
So, what's the plan against the Sovereign?
12. I mean, it has to be 12, no?
Yeah, I guess is he. Are we going straight 12 with PTA? We're going to take a little bit of income here.
I'd income here or next.
Oh, Drakea actually saving, yeah.
And Lucy going for the mole send here. Could be a double harden on the other side, but I,
It is a
I
double
feel like
harden.
it's still a leak, right?
I mean, he just has no
Yeah.
damage.
There's
Like,
no DPS.
where's the
Yeah,
DPS?
exactly. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think the build order here is a bit screwed by the leak on 6 and the events of early game. Because I think ideally you have one of the Madmen and then an Orchid,
Yeah, an Orchid,
to,
right.
to use the time. And now you have 2 Madmen, and sure, that's buying a lot of time, but for what? By the way,
For
Mo
what
also
damage?
slaps
And
those
even with the
gargoyles.
Mudman, his archer is still going bye-bye, so what little damage he had for the wave is
Yeah.
now already gone.
Okay, that's a
And
rough.
Lucy instantly queues up another mole.
Yeah.
She's
Evil
also
Creators
6
will at least take down the Brute, but he's not killing anything else. And if this meta's game could have gone any worse, well, here it is on wave 9,
Yeah.
even missing this Carapace on 4 HP.
And do you see what Drak has queued?
Oh,
Yeah, he's
a
talking.
4 eyes on 10. Okie dokie.
mean, If something was gonna leak Sovereign, it's probably gonna be that, right? But what is X?
Yeah, but X-God is ready.
Is he gonna build Fire Lord Archer, or is he gonna go full Trinity? Maybe full Trinity, right? Probably
Maybe Pirate
I would
Skeleton?
go Fire Lord and tanks. Because that's the best thing you can do for here, next, and the following waves, no?
He's probably not expecting the wave 10
Probably
send,
not
right?
thinking, yeah, I'm getting a 4 eye here. He's probably thinking, oh, like I'm getting income.
Yeah,
here.
But
Yeah.
if you go archer, you're terrible next.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can go like small archer.
Little guy, yeah, and then some.
Yeah. And this is actually very good tank value here for the
Yeah,
summon.
yeah.
Well, it is unless it gets attacked by a Four Eyes. But Drakir actually adds the Robo, which should push the Four Eyes onto the bucklers, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that does
It
help.
may have already been dragged. I'm not sure, just because it's.
Yeah.
But it looks like a easy hold, no? Or
I mean, he's at least killing the boss. I don't think he's going to kill the Four Eyes.
Not sure. He has to walk.
yeah,
Okay,
that's
so-
true.
This meta sucks, leaking to the mostly income send. Lucy does give a shot down. That
Yeah,
helps.
Got him.
And that's, I think, 80 gold for.
Yeah,
for
something
the
crazy.
the-
We'll see now. Drakir's on 27 gold. Let's see what happens when he kills the thing. Some. I don't know. He spent it.
Yeah, I think he instantly queued a worker, so it was impossible to tell, really.
So it was at least 50 gold. We know that much.
But
It was
mean-
wave 10, so it's probably less, a bit less than it is later on.
Yeah,
it looked like
yeah.
it was 69.
That's what she said. So Drakir going for another tier 6 here. He's
T6.
keeping it
He's got one of
diverse.
each.
He's collecting.
Yeah. Going for variety over
By the way,
big
look at that.
upgrade.
Drac and Lucy just income here. They.
That
feel
is
like
odd because
they're-
X-God's looking so bad on 12. And this meta,
Yeah, but
not
I
much
think-
better, honestly.
I think they
Yeah, but I
expect
think
him
it's-
to DR into hold 12, which is exactly what he does.
Exactly. And also, it is low key very easy for them to play for the next 4 waves. I think their first,
Yeah.
maybe weak wave is 14, but Drac.
Drax
It's
should be good on
very
14, right? I think Drax
Yeah.
weak wave is maybe 15, right, with the catapult, but he
Yeah,
does
but
have the
then-
Hades.
Yeah. So I think they're chilling. I think they can just go on the defensive. You don't need to
Yeah.
be on the offense all the time, right? You can just chill.
Yeah, I mean, if you have the God build, like, I mean, Lucy also has the God build, right? Magician,
Yeah,
Circle,
exactly.
Disciple, Avenger.
And it's gonna be. Tree
Drakir
of
can just
Life
play this game
Solve.
as well, right? He can just
On
go
it.
Yeah,
plus value every wave,
yeah. I
farming
think
the
we already saw
aristocrat income as well.
how this unit works when it has all the juice, so.
Yeah, it's gonna be Tree of Life, and then Magician, Starcaller. It's not leaking. Lucy's not leaking 13. She's not leaking 14 with this. So the first weak wave for her would be 15, and then Drac is very good 15, I'd say. Catapult is
Drac-
great.
Drac just shifted 420 gold here. That's crazy.
Interesting.
For fun.
And then missing ping his own lane because he thinks, I mean, surely he's fine.
I think he leaks, no?
Yeah, wait, hold on.
Oh, maybe
Yeah,
a bit of a
he has
misplay
no
there,
damage.
Drakir.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, it's gonna be a leak. Oh my lord.
Well, I mean,
But this meta is also leaking to no
Yeah.
sense. We were watching the wrong lane. They actually leak matching 25%.
Giga baiting in the 13 cent.
Handshake leak.
Yeah, but here's the thing: this meta didn't shift.
Yeah,
Drakir
no,
shifted 400 gold.
I was gonna say, I don't think either team really actually wants to send 13. So
Yeah, it's
And-
14 all around, I think.
now that Drax shifted, he's shown his value.
Yeah.
I mean, he's,
Oh.
yeah, I mean, he's just kind of dead, right?
He's just had such a rough game. This meta started off with that wave 3, and it just went downhill from there. He's in a very, very rough spot.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I don't wanna read too much into it, but from his streams and from the way he sometimes pings on the ladder, I think he's a player who can get tilted.
Yeah.
Or at least on the ladder. Sagittarius can get annoyed by things. So maybe he was just tilted after the brute and then the mishap.
Yeah, I mean, for sure it was a super rough game.
Yeah.
Rough circumstances, rather, not of his own choosing.
Oh wait, no,
Alright.
don't watch Penny. Go.
At,
to
at
other
least
lane.
kill
Penny,
one
go to
more.
another
At
lane.
least kill. Okay.
Don't
Oh,
throw it.
Okay.
That's a good
Thank
leak. Now.
God.
Good leak.
Yeah. But this game is over on wave 14, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Feels that way.
I don't think Lucy is even leaking.
I mean, what are these ogres doing here from X-God? What are they even being
Yeah.
sent against?
I think that's a bit of a Kapachungu send. No?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's clapping the trees, but I think this one might be the bigger problem here.
I don't mind
I think
an
this one
ogre,
might
but
be the
you need
bigger
a
problem.
4-eye in there. No 4-eyes is crazy.
Yeah. Mole
Into
as
that
well
south.
Mole seems very bad into Lucy's lane.
It's Pac Mole, by the way, the classic.
Oh,
The
El
band
Clasico.
combination.
Let's see.
All right.
The sends are pretty big though, so maybe if there's a comeback chance for Xcot and Sagittarius, they need to both leak their opponents, and
They need Xcot to hold, and his Phoenix didn't tank
This,
nearly enough to
Sovereign
make that
is
happen.
kind of going down.
Yeah,
Didn't really get that much damage off.
Yeah, but this meta sucks, leaks 109%, and Xcod's not holding either, so it doesn't even matter if Lucy and Drakir leak or not, and it looks like Lucy's easily holding. Sure, Drakir leaks there, but the game is over here. Barnes Kieran with a quick 2-0.
Okay, can we talk about the dev hacks here? Lucy getting 2 Magician Disciple games in a row? That sounds a bit suspicious to me.
Kind of rude.
That sounds a bit suspicious. I think her PC needs to be checked.
I think...
Do we have a referee on the case?
I mean, I'm not even looking at Lucy's PC. I'm looking at what Drakir did to This Meta Sucks aggro on wave 3 that made like his archers just sit there attacking a brute it could never hope to kill, leaking 92% when he probably by rights should have killed at least half of the wave.
It's kind of crazy. How did the brute end up going left at the start? I guess I don't remember his split, but like usually with Archer you're playing with like pretty high melee on the wall, right? So like
yeah.
His split is half down. Like I think that normally pulls the brute, but maybe he just needed his whole build to be like half a square lower down, and then the aggro works differently. I don't know.
Yeah, I think we need a detective on the case.
Yeah,
we need to confirm the proper height for this build, and we need to check the consistency of the brute.
Maybe Big Badaboon can get onto that one, or someone in the chat, and let us know if This Meta Sucks got screwed by Jules on wave 3. But regardless of wave 3 happenings, Drakir and Lucy, I think, were in control of this one pretty well. And that does put them in a very strong position here in the grand finals, Fake One. And your prediction of them being the first team to win 4 in a row is looking very, very close right now. They're 2 games up in the best of 5.
Yeah, I have some secret intel on wave 12. Drakir did not realize that the catapult cost 415, and that's why he had nothing on his board.
Oh my lord. He's a legend for the league though, because it incidentally made the game easier for him.
Yeah, I mean, it just happened to be nice for them because Sagittarius Necron just kept getting lower in value.
Yeah. So the crazy part, Penny, because Lucy is playing a lot, right? She's always been a very active player, let me put it that way. And she's rank 1 currently. She's been absolutely beasting it on the ladder, but Drakir plays very little. He actually only plays, I would say, a couple of days a month worth of games. A couple of days here and there where he only plays a few games, and that's it. You can check his match history and confirm that, but he's been quite inactive, and he's been performing very well in Nova Cups.
I mean, he's played a lot more than me.
Yeah, but I'm not sure if you should be, the outlier or to look for. I mean, he's definitely played more than Offmal, but that doesn't really tell the
it's
story.
close,
He's played a couple of hundred games.
Unironically, kind of close.
He's played a couple of hundred games more than me, but Offma is on 60 games this year. Actually, Offma. That's pretty solid.
I didn't realize I was grinding so much.
I didn't realize you grinded so much.
The past couple of months, Drakir has really been playing less. The past 2, maybe 3 months, I would say. Obviously, that's from just seeing him in my games or looking at the games that are going on. So maybe he plays a bit more than I'm thinking right now. But he's kind of crazy good for the amount of games he plays. He's kind of crazy good, and I don't think too many players have this quality in Legion. If you look at the players who have breaks and then come back to the game, a lot of them will just not end, but maybe not be as good. I think King Dance is this kind of a player where
King Dance is
touches
definitely
the
that
game
sort of player as well,
and is instantly insane. Or maybe he needs 3 Nova Cup games, so it's 1 match or 2 matches to get warmed up and sort of understand what's happened when he was on a break. Aviator, I think, is a player like that, where he plays a few games and he kind of quickly gets a grasp on it. But I think a lot of players, when they take breaks, or like not play too much, they're definitely much worse. And it's kind of crazy to me that Drakir is performing so well.
I would definitely put myself in that category, by the way. So because I'm still playing the game, I still enjoy the game, but I'm playing much less than I have in previous years. And I just think I am nowhere near as good as I used to be as a result.
Yeah, you're a bit washed.
I'm a bit washed. I mean, I was always a bit washed, but now I'm like super washed. So I don't even think
I've never been this clean.
I don't even think I've touched top 10 this year, so it's kind of rough over here. But yeah, I definitely agree. Drakir, King Dan's two players who can be a bit less active and still absolutely shine when they need to. And yeah, so I mean, we see it here. They're 2-0 in the lead, and we're about to hop into the all-important game 3. Will this be a stomp for Barnes Kieran, or can X-Vent Horizon turn things around? Let's find out. Game 3.
Yeah, and some interesting Legion spells. I mean, we've seen a lot of aggressive scaling, but it's nice to see Savior and Protector. Like, we haven't seen those, so it should be interesting.
Here's
just the cartel. Yeah, I mean, oh wow. And she just, yeah, I mean, Tempest is there.
She rolls the Lucy out of this.
And Drac rolls Pip again.
Yeah, I mean, he's making it obvious. I'm not afraid to say it. If you look at last month's Nova Cup as well, like, he's just making it too obvious.
And they swapped the sending order.
Really needs to chill it out with the death hacks.
Oh, I've got.
What is that supposed to do?
Atrocity in the chat says he's on it. I assume that means the Wave 3 previous game with the delay.
And I mean, this is not a bad Yuzora rule overall.
That's such a slow opener, though. But this meta sucks.
We'll see if Lucy can take advantage. I mean, it's not like the most aggressive opener. Like, you always have some kind of weaknesses, but probably can get out to a good start and is getting a free snail, so Lucy should be pretty happy with that.
Yeah. I mean, Tempest is just broken on Wave 1, right? Like, even against the snail should be absolutely fine.
What is he cooking?
Yeah, I saw your ping as well. That's a
Doofus McDooface Fiesta roll if I ever saw one.
I think he unironically looked up Drakbot Prolix and just copied something. Let me check.
I mean that's what I do. Me. Yeah.
Well, he got it.
It's pretty nasty. I don't really know where the build goes from here. But
yeah, that's what I was going to say. Like, sure, it's a nice Fiesta on Wave 1, but now your board is a Seraphim and 3 Polywogs.
Well, hold on. Let's get the first part out of the way, and now we can sell to push a worker. I like that.
Oh, I don't. That's
I was capping a little bit there. I think that's too optimistic. I think we may need to just build Garrick here and accept.
Yeah, I would, because that gives you a very nice curve into 4, 5.
Yeah, the question is, like, are you gonna be able to pressure this hard enough? I mean, maybe, right? Like, I mean, he doesn't know it's Cartel, but it is kind of nice that he can at least save on a Cartel player. But I mean, Pip is pretty nasty in the early game.
Yeah,
Xcod actually sold one of his polys here, by the way, so leaking more.
I mean, he's just farming stacks. I mean, this is just great team play.
True.
Klugi.
I mean, this bad boy is basically full mana on Wave 2.
Is he gonna go for a Brute? No, he's only got income rescued. He knows that the aggro's only bad in lane 1 against the Brute.
Yeah.
So Drac should do great here with the 2 blobs, and even gets a chain on top of that.
Yeah, he's holding.
6 workers on Sadri as well. Maybe he knows that Drac can only be 5, so it's a pretty reasonable risk to take. Also, did he get a 7 last wave? Maybe he got King up or something. Xcod, whoa.
What is... What is this positioning, though?
DPS there. I mean, I guess later it wants to be a Devilfish, and then you're setting up to put the Gate Guard there? But I think this needs to be a Seraphim for like at least the next 6 waves, right?
I mean, it is
Oh,
still split
surely
tanking
it's
after the
not worth
gargoyle
it.
dies. It's not that bad.
yeah.
Maybe he's just a beast.
Maybe he just
don't
had
know.
something cooking. Because that's pretty nice.
That's a pretty juicy
Yeah, I
Fiesta.
mean, he would
yeah.
have- He would have held if he had.
Yeah.
Yeah. If this is a proper build, it's just hold. So maybe that was the intention behind it.
The fight
Yeah.
Make
play.
sure he leaves.
I mean, if he's going for Devilfish next and then he wants to put the Gate Guard under, like, it kind of makes sense. Sadri is not getting the bounty here, just going for the Sea Dragon, probably. So get the
Okay.
bounty next wave, and then...
He's
I mean, he
missing
has
out on
pretty
quite
good-
a lot of stacks, though, right?
Yeah, I mean, it lets him push a bit more. It's a tough call, right? Because you're feeling kind of pressured to be pushing, but to keep up in kind of like Fiesta game. But I mean, Lucy is 8 workers. I mean, we said that 4 is a weak wave for her build, but with the consort, she's playing pretty aggressively here.
And she's only receiving a single
Yeah.
DT as
Yeah.
well, right? So I think she's
The
going to
aggro
do
is
just
just
fine.
perfect, right? Like 3-way split. And buying plenty of time for the consort here with the Harpy Drag as well. I mean,
think
that's just...
Still
I mean,
leaking,
it looks
but
like a
very
leak,
minor.
but like,
very, very
I mean,
minor.
you'll take that.
Yeah, but that's a bit illegal with Chaos, I think. I mean, in
Xcod has
general,
another very nice Fiesta, by the way. Meanwhile,
Yeah. I mean, he's popping and he's going for a save into Drac here. Maybe straight
They sh-
7?
yeah, I don't know. I would go. Oh yeah, you can't
I
go
mean,
6 into track
it's
because you want to
mimic
go
time,
6
right?
into Lucy.
Yeah. Well,
And you
Lucy's
know
not
Lucy's
even that
chaos.
bad 6, right? Because you can... I mean,
Nah.
she's kind of putting... I mean, she doesn't really have a good tank besides the consort, but... She can do okay, right, with some single target and good positioning.
I mean, just roll Gateguard here or something.
Yeah, but I mean, with this, you're saying I want to go 7, right? That's the plan.
yeah.
So what do Drac and Lucy do? Do they want to match, or do they want to try and go for an undercut here?
I
Well,
think
they did
going for
skip
an
on
undercard
5,
is
so they do have some threat here for wave 6.
Yeah.
it's the same issue that we run into earlier. If you go here and the enemy baby leaks, there's a long wave and you're just dead on 7.
Yeah.
So I would
Maybe they just go for the match. I think that makes a good amount of sense.
agreed.
Drac is even prepping a little bit for here. Actually, he's fully building for here, or unless he shifts.
Yeah, I mean, you can't
Yeah.
ignore, right?
Yeah.
The Mythium saved on you was huge. But Lucy's kind of gotten away with murder. She was 8 working,
Yeah.
sneaking 4, but came
And
back
full-
through.
Just full prepping next, right? I think that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
And she can just drop the Nightmare as well, right? So
No,
she's
that
got
gets-
tank value already. Oh, she's Chaos.
That's
Never
taken away.
mind.
Yeah.
I mean, she has the Badger she could go for.
Yeah, Gate Guard as well. You
A
said just
double
roll
Gateguard,
Gate Guard.
maybe?
Yeah, double Gate Guard Queen. I mean, yeah, she has the Steed already as well. I mean, it's a balance, right? Like, does she have too much does she feel like she has too much damage? Does she feel like she needs more? I mean, Gate Guard's kind of a mix of both, right? But not enough gold for double, unless she could...
Yeah, so we get Gate Guard and then a Vet or double Gate Guard. I think Gate Guard Vet is reasonable here. Or
yeah,
just
double
guard, yeah.
I mean, doesn't want
Guard
to
is good
sell.
too.
I think that's reasonable. What does Sadri have? Sadri could go for this Canopi. The one thing about the Canopi is that there's a chance this thing gets completely run down. If the Yuzora is like here and then the Canopi is like there.
I'm more worried about this guy. This you would really like this Sea Dragon to live. Oh, it
It's still got 2
It
creeps
lives.
on it. I
Gonna
think it's going to
die
die
eventually?
pretty soon. Wait.
Or?
Wait.
Nah. And it's
I mean, it's
sniping.
not
Yeah.
healing anymore, but it's still dishing out the deeps.
yeah,
I
it's
mean, that's
insane.
important.
That's insanely good.
I mean, on this...
It's a bit lucky.
Harbinger
But
is
yeah,
still
I
alive
mean,
here
he
in
needs a little bit of
Xgod's
luck
lane.
after what happened to him last game.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that.
Drakir
But
leaking
Lucy is
64.
not holding as well,
Lucy
so-
also leaking 64.
Yeah, this is pretty huge for Sadri.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
meta
this Sadie's game now.
Socks is putting in a pretty good showing this time around. Clearly not happy with the way game 2 went.
Yeah, and I think
This outcome does not suck.
It's really good for him, and he's gonna get into that Kingpin Power Spike with some advantage already, so it's huge for them. I think
Yeah,
the
and when-
biggest surprise here is just Lucy didn't end up finding like a real answer, and then the mole kind of negates a lot of her damage, right?
Yeah.
I honestly don't think there's an answer there. She had 190 gold. What can you find realistically that's good?
Yeah, it's not.
was just-
maybe like
Maybe like this
It was
Gatling
built
gun
for-
that she has this way
Yeah,
would have
yeah.
been pretty nice.
gun is maybe like the best thing I could think
Yeah,
of.
Nightmare and Gun.
Nightmare and
But
gun
it's
are
still
probably
leak.
the two units. Like you probably leak, but you just don't leak very
Yeah.
hard, right?
Yeah, exactly. But in general, the
Full send from
build
Drag
quality-
here. Trying to catch Sagittarius greeting, but I'm afraid
He
greeted.
greedn't.
But the one tank Dicto. No, it.
I mean, he's denying the stacks.
Yeah,
Mission
that's good.
accomplished.
But such a slow game is very good for Sagittarius in general.
Yeah. He's
when you're
loving
playing,
this.
yeah, when you're playing Angler, you definitely like a slower game because all the value that sort of is lost through people skipping waves and not getting income, you get it back. And also, he's playing Cartel, and I think he's going KP next, so he's gonna be
I
able
think
to
he's
crazy
overbuilding
push.
for it.
Yeah,
And
So he's
Lucy
gonna
is
push
kind
like
of-
crazy.
Kind of taking advantage of that right now. Like, expects the Kingpin, sees that he's overbuilt this wave, and is just pushed it like crazy, and maybe goes for a wave 10 into Exod or a double income, not really sure.
Oh wait, they skip.
Yeah,
Exod
it
and-
looks like...
Sagi skip.
Interesting.
I mean, Sadri feels pretty safe to do that. Maybe they want wave 10. It looks pretty good against everyone.
Yeah, I think Sagi's
Wait.
quite safe here.
Yeah.
Plus 266.
Okay, do you ever just go straight 11? Because even with Savior, I don't think Lucy's ever holding.
I mean, they can.
Yeah,
There's all-out assault, right?
Good work, yeah.
And also,
mean-
you know that Drak is gonna be prepping Daphnis because he
Yeah.
expects 10 versus the Pip. Like, unironically, there could be a one-shot potential here, 11.
Yeah,
I don't
I
know.
can see it. I think the question is, would Exod give away too much gold?
Yeah, and also he's very low value, and
Yeah,
they
like-
skip. You can't just you cannot skip here. I think.
And I'm honestly not 100% convinced that Sagittarius would hold. Like,
On 10, you mean?
or yeah, like if I don't, what is he gonna build?
They do send
Oh.
anyway, so
Okay. I think he'll be okay. He
Yeah.
pushed a no send so that they could send.
yeah.
Yeah.
And Drak just went income, which I think
That
makes
just goes
sense.
income. Xgod will be leaking decently here, though, because Lucy's sending a pack leader and a robo, but the real
Yeah, but-
lanes to watch are Drakia and Lucy,
Drak
both
look like they're
receiving
leaking to me.
big sends
Yeah.
here on 10.
Okay, the Drak changed up. I think
Jack,
that's
not
much
sure.
smarter.
Not sure. He has a lot of.
Yeah, he
remember,
may
Pip-
do
Pip is
good.
very high attack speed. It's very
Yeah,
good
with the
Daphne.
you're right.
Yeah, it's crazy, and also Slime Mummy delay great for the build. So I think he's gonna do
Yeah, he
fairly
may hold.
okay. Not sure. It's still
I don't know if Slime Mummy will
fairly
pop, though,
big send.
because the front line's all
should,
day.
right? Okay.
Just literally the last attack gets the mana. Crazy.
Okay, he's holding. And Lucy is doing okay, but like full HP Ogre and some HP on the boss.
Yeah, Xgod leaks 78%.
Yeah,
Meanwhile,
but yeah, Sagittarius job done.
this is actually the triple slime diff, right? Like, I think
Yeah,
Drakia
for sure,
might
I
just
think.
barely leak without that.
I wonder.
Wow,
if,
really good cover.
Mhm.
Wait, Drak also didn't send all his Mythium, by the way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he just sent
yeah.
one dino.
Look at that.
Yeah,
That's a foray.
might catch Sagittarius here. I mean, he's a bit undervalued. He can go
A
for...
bit.
yeah, he's
Yeah, I mean,
good.
He's cooked. Like, remember,
Yeah.
KP is a bit fake on 11 and
Yeah,
12
he
versus
pushed
Big Ten.
4 workers to that dino. So
Yeah.
pretty
Remember-
nice play from Drak.
Yeah. The issue with KP is that it takes a long time to kill both wave 10, wave 11, wave 12. So if there's a big send, it usually crumbles very quickly, even though it is a lot of value and it is in theory pretty decent value, right? Fortified tank.
Lucy went AOA after sending a dino.
She's looking for a witch or something. Pack
Pack,
leader, okay.
But Sadri or Xgod actually goes for the dancer. I mean, this build looks pretty good. It may do okay here. Triple antler.
Yeah, but-
I mean, maybe he need one Seraphim.
Value is a bit low though.
Yeah. for
Well, they
sure.
both took all out assault themselves. I thought for sure that
Yeah.
this meta was going to put Protector on his Kingpin. He
They
may
might
be
be
wishing that
dead.
he had.
This looks decent enough, right?
Yeah, the Shadow Dancer's still
Or-
popping.
It leaks, it leaks.
It leaks. Okay.
And
I
this
think
meta
they're
leaks
dead.
100%. Meanwhile, this
Yeah.
they
Close.
dead. They have no King spell.
They have one
One
king attack
king attack.
versus 4, I think they might be dead.
They may
If
just be
they're
there.
not-
Or
they
it'll be like
probably-
very close.
They probably win the game if they're not dead.
Okay, I'm gonna ping the gold for Drakir and Lucy, and let's see if you're right.
I think they are just dead. It's like insane amounts of damage. They have no king ups.
Yeah, GG. That's a 3-0.
Holy moly.
Oh god,
The absolute
that
beast.
hurts.
The absolute
Wow.
beasts.
What a play
4
by
times
Drax, though.
knocked.
Okay, I mean, after what was the longest day 1 Nova Cup we've had for some time yesterday, this is a very rapid grand finals. Drakir and Lucy 3-0, making it 4 Nova Cup victories back to back. The question is, can anybody stop this team?
That's legit
Holy.
insane. And I think they like won their finals 3-0 like 2 in a row at least. I don't know about 3, but they've been stomping people in the finals.
Absolute legends. It's actually super hard across multiple metas because it's
Yeah.
been 4 months in a row,
Mhm.
and the last like serious meta shift was, I don't know, 2 patches or 3 patches ago. So it's like so insane.
Yo.
Oh, welcome, Drakir and Lucy, hot on the heels of a very well-deserved 3-0 victory in this October Nova Cup. Super well played, guys. Very well done.
Thank you.
And before we got into the game, Fake One was telling us that if you were to win here today, this would mark the first team possibly ever to win 4 Nova Cups in a row. So that's a pretty spicy one. Making history.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know how we keep winning these, but okay. So
I think Fake
like,
One knows. He's got some suspicions
Yeah.
about your PC.
I am onto your Drakir. I am onto your Drakir. First 2 games, and Lucy gets Disciple Magician with good units. Yeah, sure. You're not fooling me, bro. You're not fooling me. It's just obnoxious. And also the
Like a-
fine YOLO, I remember it. You're not beating the allegations ever after this final and the previous.
I saw what you did as well, making Sagittarius attack that brute on wave 3 and
Oh,
leak it
yeah.
on 1 HP. I know there's some
I-
dev shenanigans
I
going
even-
on behind the scenes.
I even called it like, like Lucy said like, should I send a brood? And I said, yeah, maybe he penny leaks.
It was the perfect penny leak as well. I think that thing was literally like 1 HP when it got through, and a 92% leak on what could have been, I don't know, 40% or something if you just attack the creeps. Crazy. But
Yeah,
nothing to
that
take
was
away
so
from
fun.
your play. I mean, it was 3 very commanding games, a really solid performance. Even game 1, by the way, where I think Xvent had the best chance to win. They were like really strong in that early game. You guys played to your outs. I think, Drakir, you had a miracle hold on 12, flipped the game on its head and turned it into a win. So can you tell me, like, what is going through your head in a game like that when you recognise you're behind? How do you pilot a game like that to victory?
I think it was just like very obvious that we're 12 week on 12 and there's low and then overwork, so it's like it's a little bit of a risk because like if I took loan like in anticipation that they're going 12, but if they didn't go 12 then it would have hurt my economy.
Yeah.
So it was like just kind of like hoping that they go for the 12, and they did, so it was nice. Just like it seemed like our best chance there.
Yeah, I suppose at the same time, if you were already behind, right? So, like, if they don't go 12 and your economy's destroyed, well, you were already losing the game.
Exactly.
So,
yeah, that's what I mean.
play to your
So
outs, right?
It's a gamble, so
Yeah.
good lucky there.
Well, it paid off, and here we go. It's a very, very quick 3-0. Like, that game 3 very quickly spiraled out of control for those guys. The 4 eyes there on 11 was just absolutely devastating. And yeah, I don't know. It's just super, super well played from you guys, and it's been very consistent as well, right? Like, you don't accidentally win 4 Nova Cups in a row. It just goes to show that you guys are playing so well right now.
Thank you. Because the that comes with playing 3 years Nova Cup together. So we
Yeah.
have pretty good synergy, I think. Yeah.
First
Yeah,
year was
yeah.
practice.
We were mentioning that on the cast that you guys are very good together, but I wanted to ask you, Drag, specifically. You have not been playing this much lately. I feel like, at least I don't really see you that much on the ladder, and I don't think you have clocked as many games as you used to. How do you keep up with, like, not only the meta but also, like, the openers, the cheeky things that you sometimes get to know after playing X games? Like, how do you stay so fresh in the Nova Cups even though you don't play that much?
I think I kind of doing the off-mat tech. I'm literally watching like every Twitch stream. Like it's kind of, especially like as like being a dev, it's very helpful to like watch streams to gather like feedback and stuff as well. So I guess that's a way of me keeping in touch with the meta without playing too much.
Yeah, because it's kind of crazy to me that you're performing very consistently, even though I feel like you just play a bit less. Maybe I'm wrong on this, but
oh yeah, no, totally. I think I've played like more Nova Cup games in the last 4 months than ranked games.
yeah,
Sure. Sure.
crazy.
Like tripling.
But at the same time, yeah, it's like he's just getting better game by game, just by warming up. But at the same time, Lucy, incredible performance today. Congrats. Rank 1, beast, Nova Cup, 4 times winner,
absolute
Neuro,
machine.
beast.
Thank you.
Cinema.
Lucy just playing like an absolute machine lately. Like, you're destroying the ladder, you're destroying the tournament scene. And even, look, we talk about Drak being inactive. Like, Lucy, I think you've only played about 2,500 games this year, which, I mean, that's like a you're on a diet or what? What is this?
All-time low.
Yeah, I'm cutting down. Yeah. I'm only playing like a fourth of the games, maybe.
Yeah. I think it's Mac M now is the guy putting in the real numbers. Like, I think he's around the 5,000 games played for the year mark. That guy is grinding.
And that's just October.
Yeah, shout out to our ladder stars. But it's been a really fun day, actually. Like, the semi-finals was really quite close. Like, the two teams that we saw in the semi-finals were very, very well matched. We had a 2-1 series, and game 3 came down to a super close nail-biter on 20. And then to go from that into what was essentially domination in the grand finals was a bit of a change of pace, but I guess it just goes to show that right now, at least, you guys seem to be kind of head and shoulders above the rest.
So spill the
I feel
beans.
like we are, but
yeah, I mean, it's like it's a 3-0, but like I said, like the first game lone flip. If they don't send 12, we lose.
Yeah.
The third game, if they just like send their Mythium on 11 or respect the possibility of a full send more, we lose. So there were some flips in there, so it seems a bit more one-sided than it was, I think.
Yeah, the game in general feels very flippy this patch. Like, judging by my own personal experience and also Nova Cup, the swings that can happen are insane, and it's very hard to come back after the swings has happened, right? Like, if you miss on one big send in like mid game, let's say wave 10 onwards, it's so doomed.
Yeah,
that's probably true.
And it's a lot related to the leak hold, right? So, like, again, going back to that wave 12 with Dragear's lone play and the miracle hold, just the insane gold injection that you got from clearing all of those power mercs turned it from a doomed game to a victory, right? So I think that's exactly what you're saying, Fake One, in terms of how flippy the game can be. So I guess to turn this into a question instead of a ramble, I think we know Sagittarius's view on the current state of the game, given that he's changed his username to "This meta sucks" in capital letters. But how are you feeling about the current pace of the game?
I mean, yeah, I think overall it's like good. I really like that like a lot of masterminds are viable.
Yeah.
And I think there aren't like any like super game-breaking like unit combos. Like there are definitely some strong ones, but yeah, like this is kind of like
anything?
kind of a broken opener. Yeah, that one is on our watch list still after the nerf.
Yeah,
But yeah, and also like regarding the like flippy thing with the mercs, there's also like some changes coming, so we're aware of that. So definitely agree that like it's not ideal currently.
I gotta say to you, Drakira, if you don't think there's any broken combos, you have to rewatch the semi-finals on VOD because there was a wave 17 where Xgod was like minus 1,000 value.
Oh yeah, the sovereign
with sovereign carries, and he just basically holds. Like he leaked 1/4 eyes or something, and it's just if you juice up one carry unit with multiple buffs, they can go to the moon, and that kind of goes to show.
Yeah, that's true.
I think it's kind of. I mean, there is some element of that being cool, though, right? Like there was a lot of things that required to get him into that spot. Like he had to play the early game in a way to actually get to like a champ Avenger, because he literally wasn't playing the Mastermind for the first like 7 waves, right? So I think it's like it takes a pretty unique setup to get there, but it is. I mean, it is fun to watch, I'll say.
Yeah,
it may not have been very fun for fun, we did, but
I think like the important part was like his wave 5 hold. I think like he had like the Butcher, Flower, Valstrom, like triple split tanking, holding the Hermit's Robo. So that kind of like set him up with a really nice game.
There was no Robo though. It was a Hermit.
Oh,
a naked Hermit. And
the
rest of the Mythium was saved. I think Babadet was 39th. But I don't think this Nova had an APS Shadow Dancer, or sorry, Dread Knight moment.
We did have a crazy Dread Knight hold though, from Poeted actually.
Yeah, and it wasn't no APS and no hero, by the way. Imagine
he just somehow managed to hold 18 with Daphne plus Battle Scars DK. It was pretty cool. Yeah, I mean that was one of the sickest games. Honestly, it was so back and forth.
True. But I agree. I think there's a lot of fun things in the game, for sure. I wanted to ask you guys, because I don't think there's a better person to ask this question. Who do we need to beat you guys? Like, who do we send into Nova Cup to get a different winner? Not that I'm complaining. I love when you win it, but like maybe just for like a bit of diversity.
I'm going to jump in on this one. We need Ashton. We need Ashton back.
True.
I need Ashton on ladder.
No, but go ahead. What was your answer?
I was saying King Dance and Witherson, probably. They probably won the most in the finals against us. So.
Yeah. But they've played a couple recently, and they've just been too rusty, right? I don't think they've made it through day one.
I think King has.
King played with Saya.
Yeah, like he hasn't played with Witherson, and like the ones he played with Witherson, he won. Like I think they won 4 Nova Cups this year as well.
This year?
So, yeah.
How bad is my memory? Jesus.
Like that's the funny part. Like, I was looking at the Nova Cup points, and I was like very far behind at the start of the year. And now we're tied with King Dance after winning the 4 Nova Cups.
King, from what I'm seeing, King has 3 wins. February, that was King Wither, and then they also won.
He has 4.
4?
Yeah,
when did he win?
January, February, April, May.
Wasn't January
after
the whole?
After thingy here, the spreadsheet.
I don't think I played in May.
That's kind of insane.
May they won, yeah. King Saya won May.
Very interesting. Okay.
It wasn't Witherson, right? Okay, fair enough.
Oh, who did you play with in Jan then?
King. Yeah.
Oh, well, there you have it. So we need to revive King Dans and Witherson if we're to finally knock you guys off your throne. And there's only one more Nova Cup this year, of course, next month. So someone's going to have to shape up pretty quickly. Maybe we get Fake One and Pakistan back in control. What do we think?
A question for you, Jack. Is there 3 Nova Cup points for Division 2?
Oh, did they win?
They won Div 2.
They won Div 3.
Yeah, you're right.
My prep is good.
You're right. I I didn't even like think
Didn't
about the
cross your mind.
possibility of King Dance being in Div 2. But yeah, I remember. I remember now.
It was based on the previous season.
Yeah.
Previous season Elo, yeah, and neither of them really played last year, I guess.
Yeah, exactly,
yeah.
exactly. And they won Div 2 into a Div 1 win.
Oh yeah, okay, that makes sense.
So King has 3 Nova Cup championships this year, and then Wither has 2.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
Awesome. Okay, I mean, I think that's about all the questions that I have. So anything from Offmer or Fake One?
No, I'm just always fun to watch you guys and come chat with you guys here for 4 months in a row. But yeah, just congrats, and I feel like I always enjoy watching you guys play because I feel like we're from the same generation of Legion players. So
Yeah.
I'm always rooting for you guys, and yeah, really awesome. And hopefully it's 5 in a row.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna sign on the last part, but all the previous things Offma has said, absolutely agreed. I hope Pakistan and Fake One win the next one. But other than that, yeah.
Oh yeah, true.
Love you guys.
I'm rooting for you guys.
Yeah.
I'll turn off the DefX.
Yeah, please, thank you. That would be appreciated. Hopefully, Paki can play next month, and maybe there's a cool final to
would be
happen. But
awesome.
yeah, I'm a very big fan of storylines and legacies, having done casting for years, and I loved my storylines in League, and I feel like for Legion, at least for my era, I started playing this game 3.5 years ago, I think, or maybe something like that. And for me, the main storyline for Legion for me is King Dance versus Drakir and Lucy, and I just love it when you guys win. It's so fun.
Awesome. Well, on that note, guys, I think that's about all we have time for on the stream today. So all of the usual thank yous going out to the tournament organisers, the developers, the viewers, my beautiful co-casters, and one final congratulations to Drakir and Lucy for an extremely well-played 3-0 grand finals. 4 cups in a row. Can anybody stop them next month? I think we will find out. But that's enough from me. I think the co-casters have already said their last pieces. Drakir, Lucy, any final words before we end the stream?
As always, just thank you to everyone involved organizing. It's always a blast playing. And yeah, see you next month.
Awesome.
Hopefully.
Well, on that note, guys, we will see you again next month. It should be the last cup of the year, so make sure you sign up. Make sure you're around to watch as well. It's going to be an absolute banger. Until next month, guys, goodbye.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
What to do?